Hello and welcome to the All Night Gamers podcast, episode 210. Hi, hello, hi. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining us for another edition of the show. How are we doing? How are we doing?
Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
tired.
Doing all right.
I
Back to
survived that
tired.
morning shift, and it was the longest 6 hours of my life.
What was,
The morning shift I had to work that I got deployed for.
bruh?
He went to war, dude. He got deployed.
Complaining about
Yeah,
it?
exactly. Yeah, exactly.
You had a 6-hour shift and you're complaining about it.
No, it was in the morning is the problem, and I wasn't at my home location, so all I'm allowed to do is clean tables.
Sucks.
Okay, that does kind of suck. 6 hours of cleaning tables. Also, you got up at like 6 in the morning, right?
I did.
That's crazy. Auburn basketball got unanimously voted number one in the AP poll for the first time ever.
Let's fucking go.
So now it's time for us to lose.
Yeah.
Yeah, now that people believe in us.
Yeah, and Tennessee comes to town this weekend. That's our next game, so we definitely could lose that easily. I don't think we have.
Did
I don't
Broom
think we have
break his
tonight.
arm or something? He got like an
He
injury?
sprained his ankle. It's a high ankle sprain,
That's
so he is out for a few weeks. I don't know exactly how long. Like he'll be back,
but still.
but I don't know how long. Yeah, so we're tracking that. But hey, we're winning without him. We almost lost to Georgia. That was bad, but we pulled it out. And yeah, it's been fun. It's a highlight.
Yeah, let's go.
National championships going on right now in football.
Yeah. We're not in it, so I don't care.
Absolutely.
All right then. On to the news for the week. Genshin Impact game developer will be banned from selling loot boxes to teens under 16 without parental consent, and must pay a
like
$20 million fine to settle FTC charges.
Like they're going to actually confirm.
Yeah, it's probably just a button.
Do you have parental consent? Sure. Great.
I mean, good change. I think.
I don't think it's
And
actually gonna change anything, bro.
Yeah, they're not actually
But
gonna
it's
check.
not really gonna. It's like the same as having mature rating on games. Like we've had this issue for years. I feel like.
We have.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. They'd have to do that thing where you like request an ID if they wanted to do it seriously,
Yeah,
and that would suck.
that'd be awful. I'm not giving.
It also
Genshin my
killed their
ID.
sales like crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they ain't gonna do that.
Well, we'll see how that goes. Update your operating system for the EA app. On April 17th of this year, Origin will shut down as Microsoft has stopped supporting 32-bit software.
Oh,
Did
cool.
EA fully abandon that? And like they were just supporting it because it was legacy and like they were doing other stuff on Steam now, right?
they
Is that
switched
correct?
They've got Steam app, and they've got Origin became the EA app. You've still got to download the EA app.
Oh, okay. So
separately.
you still have to use the EA app today, but Origin was
I
the
mean, you
old one
don't-
of those.
You don't have to, but if you own stuff on Origin, I think there's a way to connect it to your content. Maybe there's not.
Okay.
I've never tried.
I remember that you had to have Origin for Apex, right?
You did.
Yeah, that's why my hours
Now, if
aren't
you
as
wanna-
crazy on Steam, and that's probably a good thing. That's like a doesn't make me look as bad, but
Yeah,
there's like
But
another
they would
1,500
absolutely-
hours missing from my account.
true. It would go absolutely insane.
No, legit.
Microsoft makes layoffs across several divisions, including gaming. Again, just keep it going. Don't stop. Don't let the flame die out. Just keep laying people off. Replace them with AI. Who cares?
Certainly not everyone investing. Gotta keep those stockholders happy, dude.
Indeed. Uh, Activision hasn't helped Microsoft grow Xbox Game Pass, says report. Well, yeah, I mean,
Why would
well, now that's interesting. I mean, because that's Call of Duty.
Oh, interesting.
And if Call of Duty's not helping,
they? Nothing will.
then what is going to help?
Well, I love
Nothing.
how they're like, "Oh, Activision's gonna boost us," and then it took them 6 months to actually put. A
It
single
was going
game
to
with
boost them until they
Activision.
got thoroughly investigated.
As they should.
Wait, who did?
Microsoft.
Microsoft for like remember when they were buying Activision Blizzard and they were like having to meet with Congress and
Oh,
stuff
And
like
prove
that.
that-
And everybody else's Congress.
Yeah, and Sony was like making all these crazy demands.
that's right.
Yeah, because they had to prove that they weren't just going to,
Monopolizing the game industry.
Yeah.
even though they actively are.
Yeah.
Literally.
They're trying.
But
their
that's crazy.
hardest.
If Activision's not helping, that's man,
Good.
that's like that's a big pillar of this whole plan, right?
Yeah,
It
pretty
is.
much.
I would
They
think so,
spent
yeah.
70 billion.
Also, they could just be playing the long game and like, yeah, they won't do it now, but eventually it'll be exclusive and then they have to. That's probably what they're doing.
That's probably it. Yeah.
That's what they want.
Well, don't forget they promised. Did the newest Call of Duty even come out on the Switch? No, right? Even though they promised 10 years of
No.
Nintendo.
Yeah,
They weren't
there's no way, dude. A game that requires 500 gigs to and play all the content of on a Switch, that's fucking funny.
It would blow. It would blow up. like
Yeah,
hell.
dude.
It would be streaming only, and that's how they're going to count it.
Well, they still should have done it though because they made that deal.
Doesn't matter. They don't care. You gonna hold them to it?
Yeah.
Also, who's gonna play that?
Somebody.
Me, bro.
Maybe they should have did like what they used to do in the DS and just make a totally different game. Dude, you know
No,
what
they're
would
not
be
gonna do that.
cool? You could totally get like Black Ops 1 and like World at War to run on the Switch. You could totally do that. Those are 360 games.
Oh yeah.
If
To
you can
release
have Doom
those
you
on
can
the
definitely
Switch,
have-
now you're freaking cooking.
Just call it like Black Ops OG or something. Dude, that would sell. I feel like.
Yeah, you guys could play. I could train you guys on zombies like hardcore. I get real
I'd
with
only
it.
really buy it if it was Black Ops 2. Get the Nazi zombies back.
Well, both World at War and Black Ops 1 were also Nazi zombies. Thank you very much.
Well, but I'm saying like, Black
I
Ops 2
would-
was-
I would much prefer Black
My-
Ops 2 to
my
World at
classic.
War. I would rather have
Yeah.
Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2, but you know, like if you're gonna do
Take what
zombies,
you
you
get.
yeah, I don't know.
Hmm.
From the information, Nadella considered winding down the Xbox business in 2021 and chose to pursue an acquisition-based strategy instead. We're aiming for 100 million Game Pass subscribers by 2030. 100 million.
Dude, have they even sold that many Xboxes total?
Like 30% of the
Well,
country?
That's
PC
crazy.
Yeah, but that
is what they
who's
would also rely
okay,
on.
but like, how many people are actually buying it for PC?
Yeah,
Uh-huh,
and
that
also,
was where
how
their
many
bigger
games are you
number
playing on
was.
your PC? Would you want to have streamed to like
not many.
like the biggest pitch? There's multiple different things, but the biggest pitch is you could to people like you could play on your phone, right? You have your Xbox or you have your thing, you have your PC, and you have your phone. What are you going to play on your phone? Like touchscreen
That
that you would play on
want-
your PC unless it's like Stardew Valley, for example, has a standalone app, and like you could.
Or
There's
Ring,
probably
Shadow
some
Legends, come on.
indie games like 2D stuff. I guess would work okay, like NES
Roller
level
Coaster
stuff.
Tycoon. maybe
Yeah, that'd be a
stuff like that, where it's like it doesn't really matter that you're playing it on your phone versus a PC. But
Oh
like,
yeah.
I mean, we
Raid
complained
Shadow
about
Legends,
this.
guys. Come on,
Like,
you're missing the biggest opportunity in gaming.
we complained about
This
this
could be.
previously, right? Like, with something like Marvel Rivals, you're at a significant disadvantage just because of how PC players, have such free range of motion compared to a stick, right?
Well, actually, but
well.
Like,
That's what I'm
I think
saying.
one
Like,
thing that
you good.
well, I say one thing that could actually help the argument is the people that make the backbones. But then you have to have a separate piece of hardware that plugs into your phone in order for you to basically turn your phone into a Switch, which is cool. I guess it would technically be like a Steam Deck, so you play the
Same
PC game.
concept,
Yeah,
either
yeah.
or.
yeah,
But you know what I
Um,
mean? Like, you could technically do it with the backbone,
but it's
but I still feel like
still
that's kind of silly to have another piece of hardware just to do the same thing that you'd be able to do on a PC already.
I mean, if you're minimalist, it's not a bad option. The
Yeah.
PlayStation backbone is actually pretty okay. I mean, like it's not great, let's be real. But if you're
it
minimalist
functions.
and you
Yeah.
want something, it's a pretty good option. But like how many
It's
people
better
are
than just having a
actually
phone and
doing
nothing
that
else.
is my
Yeah.
question.
Not
It's not a
many.
horrible option. Nobody does
I've
that
never
though.
once seen anybody use a backbone.
Mm-mm.
They sure do seem to,
And also, a
voice
lot
is
of the
starting
times,
to
people are buying those because they're playing fucking Pokemon ROMs on their Game Boy emulator.
Yep.
Because
Mm-hmm.
iPhone finally made that a thing where you could sideload apps. So
Yep.
now emulators became popular for mobile again, at least in the public eye. Um, yeah, I don't like all of it works well in theory, but nope. But people don't actually do this stuff.
No.
Yeah.
And if they do, they're just gonna get a Switch or a Steam Deck
Mhm.
if they want PC games. And if they want something portable, a Switch Lite's pretty hard to beat. Like
Yeah.
a Switch Lite
Not-
is basically the size of a phone with a backbone on it.
Mhm. I'm
And you can
reminded of
play
that
Nintendo, and you can't do
coworker.
that without. So
I was gonna
True.
say you can play Nintendo exclusives a lot easier. I feel like than trying to figure out how to do a.
what I'm saying,
Now,
well,
see, the
because the thing is,
Xbox really needs to get on Nintendo, bro. If Xbox can pull out, I think that's a big move. Is if you can get game streaming from Xbox on an app on a Switch, that would be
They
a
won't.
huge market from that. Yeah,
Nintendo will
Nintendo won't let
deny
them
it.
do it, but I'm saying
No.
if you
Like,
somehow could, I think that would be a huge helping hand.
Well,
Mhm.
you gotta remember,
That's
we
how you
talked
hit the
about it
hundred
for like
thousand.
a full year. Um, Microsoft tried their best to get Xbox Game Pass on the PlayStation, and Sony told them fuck off every time. Nintendo will just laugh them out of the room again.
I would say Nintendo's just gonna be like, okay, buddy, bye.
True.
In what world do you think we're gonna give up the 30% we get from people selling games so that you can have be a better company for your stocks?
Literally, as if Nintendo cares about their stocks, about Microsoft stocks.
Right, exactly.
It's kind of
They'll
hard to
just
say
laugh.
that Nintendo even cares about their own.
Well, that's fair too, but
They definitely do.
Look, we all got to remember that Phil Spencer recently said Nintendo doesn't know that their games don't belong on their platform or something along those lines.
That's because he's still salty that Microsoft couldn't buy out Nintendo. I don't even think
literally.
he was working for Microsoft yet, and he's still salty about it.
Yeah, it's.
They'll one
Hmm.
day understand they're better off on other platforms. What do you mean?
Are
Like,
they?
I don't even think they. Like, it's not like the developers even get the opportunity to think about doing that most of the time.
Mm-mm.
Like, they'll come to understand. What do you mean they'll come to understand? They're not allowed to think like that. The part of Nintendo that people don't think about much is the group of very intimidating men in black suits with briefcases
that come and
that they
beat you
watch.
up if
They
you even
yeah
think about.
they see all.
Like the Japanese CIA, except it's specifically owned by Nintendo.
Mm. Nintendo Mafia coming for you.
Yeah.
The Switch 2 was announced,
Hell yeah.
and we know literally nothing that we didn't already at least kind of know.
Yeah, I hate that.
Nothing that
No,
hadn't already been
no,
rumored.
we know
Well,
the
okay, we
Joy-Cons
know-
are bigger, and that's the dream.
Well, we've already inferred that from the
Yeah.
dbrand case thing. You could tell that they were bigger.
Which is good.
We knew the case. We knew the screen was going to be bigger, so we knew the device had to be bigger. We knew about the magnetic Joy-Con. We knew about new kickstand. We knew about. I think the one thing we might not have known about, at least as far as in what we talked about on the show, was the USB-C port on the top.
Dude, it has 2, right?
It has one on
One
the
on
bottom,
bottom,
one on the
one on
top.
top.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
2
one of
total.
the biggest complaints about the Switch was you couldn't charge it in handheld mode if you had it.
Yeah, and Nintendo had to like
Outlet.
hastily make an adapter for sale that would like
Oh.
hold the Switch up and provide USB-C to the side so you could charge.
Mhm. But now they just have it on top, so that if you have it in tabletop mode, you're still good.
Also, I thought was pretty cool was it has a headphone jack.
Yeah,
It doesn't
Then-
feel like it should like mean anything, but at the same time, everyone else is trying to get rid of them. So
Everyone else is getting rid of them, and like for rhythm games, you need it, bro. Because
Nintendo not one to hurry about getting rid of things, and
That's so
something
true.
that a lot of people don't talk about is that Bluetooth headphones have latency.
Yes,
It varies
worse.
situation to situation and device to device. And these days, most of the stuff you get has like there's specific low latency protocols that have been developed for like gaming and whatnot.
Yeah,
That you can have like built into your hardware, but you either kind of have it or you don't. It's not really something you could download. So most devices today have it or support it, but not all of them do. And I wouldn't be surprised if Nintendo Switch 2 does not support that.
exactly.
And if in that case, then using Bluetooth headphones with it is kind of going to suck. It's going to be disorienting because that's how it is with Switch 1.
Well, no, because you can already use Bluetooth.
Yeah, and it sucks. It's got latency.
The latency is crazy. Like for most games that you might not notice it, but like rhythm games, you're going to notice. Like it's awful with rhythm.
I notice
It's
enough for
wild.
it to just be like it's just annoying. It's not
It
like
does get annoying. Like when you
it doesn't make
notice
me
it's like-
nauseous or anything. It's not like unplayable, but it
It's
is
just
annoying.
irritating.
It's definitely there.
Yeah, it's really irritating.
Like it's almost close enough to where I can't notice it. It's just like right there.
But it's like off.
Yeah.
But yeah, like having the headphone jack, I know it's something small. It's kind of like dumb, but it's like it's actually I'm cool with it. I'm really happy about it. Personally.
Also, I have been known to put in a wireless earbud in one ear and a wired earphone from my gaming thing in my other ear and listen to something from my phone at the same time because, you know, 2 streams of content.
Oh yeah, no thoughts.
So that allows you to do that too. Does anybody still
mean-
carry wired headphones around with them?
I
I do in my bag sometimes.
I realized I do. I forget that I do now, but I still have a pair in my
Yeah.
backpack.
It's really,
Mostly
really
for like my
convenient.
3DS or my pocket, my analog pocket.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't, but that's just because I don't. You know, if I'm at work or something, I'm not gonna be listening to music anyways, because somebody's gonna walk in and go, "What are you doing?" You know. But like my Switch case has the wired, has a wire for my Sony earbuds, and or my headset, and sometimes I will, if I get the chance to, I will use those. But usually I'm just able to play it out loud anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. It's Definitely, it's confirmed backwards compatible, which we already knew. Switch 2 games are gonna have a nub on them, like the 3DS games did, which I think is kind of funny. I'm surprised they like actually just did the same thing again. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But
True.
You're talking about the C button, right?
no, the Switch 2
No,
games
we
are
don't
gonna
know
have
what
a
the C
nub on
button
them, like
does yet.
the yeah, on the official renders, the C button is blank, which I'm pretty sure is not the case. There's no way the final button's going to be blank. It's going to have some symbol on it, even if it's not a
They're just-
C.
It's Nintendo.
It's going to have something. Like the
Yeah.
screenshot button is
just
a
keeping
circle.
it-
There's something on it.
Even the
They're
nunchuck
gonna keep it
buttons have,
secret for
like,
now,
a symbol.
though.
Yeah,
It's-
they'll talk
until
about it in
April.
April.
It's gonna be like Cappy with Mario Odyssey, where it's like, okay, I see you, Nintendo. You know,
They also did specify that certain games may not be supported. My first thought is like Labo.
yeah,
Yeah,
that was
Labo's
Labo
not
and
gonna
Ring
work.
Fit.
Someone
Ring
pointed
Fit's
out
not gonna work.
that the Nintendo Switch Lite has the exact same label.
Although, I wonder if Labo will work.
What do you
just
mean?
have to use an original Joy-Con.
Like there's gonna be there's games that you have to take the like controllers out, so I'm assuming it's like they have to put that there just legally. I don't think there'll be any issues with the Switch 2 though, compared to
Yeah,
like
I think what
the
it will be.
Lite.
Well, I think
They have to put it
Labo's
there because
out.
there's literally going to be like 5 games that you can't play
Mm-hmm.
because it requires Joy Cons to be a specific size and shape
That's
and
true.
connection and stuff.
I think Labo's out. I think Ring Fit and 1-2 Switch are out if you don't own an original Joy-Con.
1-2 Switch though?
I bet
You
1-2
use
Switch
the
probably work.
IR camera.
Oh,
it's
the
not
IR
on the
camera,
new-
yeah.
Oh, is that
Yeah, they
gone
have
It's
now?
not.
they haven't shown it.
Oh,
It does not look like it's on the new Joy-Con, which would prevent you. But if you can use
dude,
the
all of
original
like 2
Joy-Cons,
games
it
used
won't
it.
be a
I'm
problem.
sad.
So I think
Like
one-
Mario
1-2
parties are still
Switch
going to
would make-
work and like Switch
Yeah,
Sports will
Mario
still
Party will work.
work.
Dude, Mario Party is not using the IR camera. Makes me sad. Since
It's
they
for the
usually
best.
go
Fuck
all-
that IR camera. That
I mean, it is for the best. It's just usually they go all out with features on Switch, and they didn't use it for any.
Any like at all.
they kind of skimped
Yeah.
on Mario Party in general was high in quantity over the Switch, but none of them were
Very
really
meaty.
all that super meaty. A lot of them
They had some good games. It's just weird they didn't.
they
go
were
all out
none of them
with
were bad. They were all just
Yeah,
like
they were-
you
it was
could have
like
done
a
so much more
missed
like,
potential.
and it'd still be a
Yeah.
Mario Party, like not over the top crazy, just like more boards and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause a lot of them
lacking.
only had what, like 3 or 4 boards, right? Like nothing like.
I think the newest one had more than that, but like
The newest one
it's
reviewed pretty
still-
well.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed what we played at Jamboree so
Oh
far.
no,
but
for sure.
you
but, like,
know,
a lot of
it's-
them were like like
it's
oh,
Mario
look-
Party. I'm not. It's hard to play Mario Party when you only have 2 people.
Yeah.
Chelsea's first won't play.
No, I like Jamboree, but it's definitely like a lot of the maps there as well. It's just remakes basically.
That's also true.
Do you
Which
need to
is- I mean, that's
mention
not necessarily a
the
bad thing, but-
reveal trailer? April 2nd is the big
Yeah.
deep dive into it. So it's interesting that they said that they would reveal it before fiscal year end, but they're actually not going to launch it until
Like,
later this
I mean,
year.
it makes sense, but like,
S-
I
think they're
wouldn't
doing
be
that to get
surprised
the
if it's
numbers
announced
straight.
as a quick turnaround. Like it's like, oh, here it is in April, and then
like
release
into May.
May. Yeah.
Well, no,
I
it
mean,
probably won't be.
and- well-
I saw theories that it probably won't be until at least like June because those Nintendo
You
Switch
guys-
events they're doing around everywhere. There's
Are in
one in
April.
South Korea in June.
Oh shit. What the
In
fuck?
Seoul, South
Yeah.
Korea, there's one in like early
I
Well-
feel
June.
like that'd be a huge seller.
And
There's
South
usually a lot
Korea
of
might get it
holidays.
later than us, though.
That is true. And they are like ready to ship 20 million units this year. They also said. So
This could, like, honestly, I could see America and Japan getting it first.
dude, wouldn't
everybody
it be
else did.
crazy if like the day before the reveal, someone got their hands on a Switch too early because they were gonna drop them in stores like the next day or something?
Yeah,
There-
that'd be funny.
There is no way they pull that.
Yeah,
It'd be hilarious. but-
Available now.
I agree. It'll probably be like a few weeks or something, but
Minimum.
it'd just be funny if that did happen.
They pulled a Sega.
I think the earliest we would see it is May, like early May after the direct.
But
I feel
Well,
like
see
even
See you
early
in a
May,
month.
or even early May feels like it would be a little too early because
it feels very early. But
you
that
gotta
would
start
be,
shipping shit, and
Yeah.
that's how shit gets leaked. You know.
Oh, that's a good point. They don't trust anybody like after Smash, especially. I feel like.
I mean,
They don't
I think
trust
I
They
think
don't
anybody
it's-
trust
anyway ever.
Amazon.
That's so true.
They really don't trust Amazon, dude.
They don't trust Mexico, bro, because that's where it leaked, right? Smash, I think,
Yeah.
years ago. Yeah.
They don't like Amazon and they don't like Mexico.
um, what else was there? Oh yeah, I had the
Oh, yeah,
thought. The way the Joy-Con connect, so it's magnetic, and there's a little
That's
connector
interesting.
that sticks out in the center.
The connector reminds me of like a SNES cartridge. Is that crazy to say? Or not SNES, but like N64, like those kind of cartridges, or just.
I mean SNES maybe because it's also a rectangle, but that's about all I got.
But it has like okay, the little like wire bars.
Yeah, like it has like little wires coming out to connect to it, but it's not like a cartridge connector. It's not like flat,
Interesting.
like with
Not
the
true.
connectors on either side. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
That's so breakable. That shit looks so breakable to me.
I feel like
It's
they would. I
Like
feel
you,
like
a
they would.
kid gets their hands on that, and they're a kid, so they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna take this flathead screwdriver I found in the drawer and and break it right off."
I feel like they stress test it though. I feel like.
They do.
yeah, okay, but like, look,
But even with the
No,
rails
from-
right now, like the rails, you can like. I've seen it. Like people like. Pull. Like there's so many switches I've seen. Like you can just pull the Joy Cons off without holding down the button to like release it. You know what I mean?
I don't know if Nintendo released it for their Switch. They did release what kind of test they do for the 3DS. And it's like a lot of drop tests from like 10 feet up. Like they keep dropping it until it breaks.
Hey, I mean the Switch
And
One
things
did.
like that.
The Switch One did survive the 1,000 foot drop, and it still worked. So.
It
yeah,
was
but
just a Joy-Con
fell
that
on-
shattered.
yeah, exactly. It fell on one of the Joy Cons. That doesn't really count.
Yeah, it does. It survived.
It counts. It survived. It works. You just ignore that Joy-Con.
Hold on. The test isn't does the device survive
But here's
because it fell the wrong way, Cameron. It's does it survive because it fell? And the answer was yes.
it was, yes. At the end of the day,
here's the thing, right? You can make something as indestructible as you want, but we'll see.
I think
But then
it
you go,
depends on
yeah.
if those latches detach like are only out when the Joy-Con pushes in.
That's true.
Like to connect to it.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think it's like just hard plastic right
Always
there,
hard.
and it just
To give it
slots
somewhere to
around it.
connect
It's good.
into, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
and
really
like my
interesting.
my thought, like obviously if you take a screwdriver to it, it's gonna break off. But like being, kids, they're gonna pick at stuff and whatnot, and
They're
like
gonna
those
see
that's
it.
gonna be easily reachable with
They're
like
gonna
a
treat it-
fingernail and something, and just like
They're
a
gonna treat it
fidget
like
toy.
a scab, dude.
Yeah,
Treat it like a
just
scab.
pick at
They're
it, and then
they're
it's gonna
when
break.
they pull off the Joy-Con, they're gonna go, "Ooh, a thing," and they're gonna try to break it.
We'll see.
It's gonna be
I
interesting.
I expect I fully expect someone to post that they fucking broke it, like within a week of launch.
Oh wow.
Hmm.
People are stupid, dude. Somebody will break it for sure.
All right. Let's talk about the more exciting thing from the trailer that nobody knew.
Mario Kart, fucking Mario Kart, dude. Let's
Thunder was
fucking go.
stolen.
I hope they actually hope they push that back and go. Actually, guys, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe expansion.
No,
the-
I think
No.
this is
again.
9.
No more.
Or no, my bad. I think this is 10. Like all over their advertisements, they're always like, "Not Tor is a mainline game." So I
So
think
that
they're
would
gonna
be
call this
like
one
this
10.
10.
No way though, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Why
that'd be
no
nice,
way?
but I don't know. Maybe.
They respect Tor a lot. more
They do
than they're
really
at.
for like no reason.
Dude, look. I'm just happy that we're finally getting a Mario Kart after fucking 11 years.
No,
I'm
literally.
starting to have this feeling, and hopefully I'm wrong,
I'm listening.
but I'm starting to have this feeling that it's just gonna be Mario Kart again.
And
Yeah.
you know,
Well, it's Mario Kart.
No, it's 24-player Mario Kart.
that is
Maybe.
true.
I mean, there are 24 lines. It never showed 24 racers.
But I
though.
feel
At
like
least-
that's gonna be
No, but people
too
saw
much.
20 racers on the track.
Oh, did they? Oh, I didn't.
Yeah.
And it's not like it's gonna be baby
So if you
park
do
with 24
online, are you
people.
gonna have to find 23 other people to play with?
Nah,
that
you
should
don't
be
even have to
hard.
find 23, or you don't have to find 11 people to play with now.
I was gonna say
Yeah,
even
I
now,
know.
years after launch, it's really
Mhm.
easy. It's really not that hard. Like online's always
Okay.
blowing up.
They
like,
look. Here's the thing, right? They would be stupid not to have a Mario Kart near launch, if not as a launch title,
Well, that's
because
why they
of
showed it up.
Are they
It
gonna
is the launch title.
Are they gonna make
Yeah.
it be able? Are they gonna make you be able to have more than just 4 people on one
no,
Switch?
I highly
no.
doubt it.
Look, if they can do it for
No, buy a
Smash,
second
why the
Switch.
hell can't they do it? Why the
Dude,
hell can't they
'cause
do it
you'd
for
be, like,
Mario Kart?
Because of
squinting.
the
You'd be
screen splitting.
Yeah, you'd be squinting
how are
at the
you
Oh?
gonna
screen.
even?
You
Oh,
show
Just
me how
because
to
you
split a
can doesn't
screen
mean you should.
evenly into
bruh,
8.
that would look disgusting.
No,
Unless
it'd be
it,
perfect.
the only way you're getting more than two or more than 4 people on one screen is if you do double dash, and that did not look like double dash to me.
And also, if you
Double
do
dash.
that, you have to have multiple
Ooh.
screens.
So you're cooking a double dash like mini game mode would go crazy.
I doubt it.
Highlight out.
I'm having
But
high
yeah,
expectations, so when I'm let down, I'm gonna be like really mad at Nintendo.
But Toadette's in the game, so I'm happy. So
Oh,
I
okay,
can
now I'm
live
not playing. That's trash.
this just
Bruh.
in, big shocker,
Shy
Nintendo's
Guy
making
might
another
be in the
Mario
game.
Kart.
Shy Guy better be in the game, bro. Or I'm not playing.
It's like a 75% chance that people think
There's
that's Shy Guy.
they wouldn't have dropped all the color alts for him if they didn't care about him. I feel like.
I feel like they did it because it's an easy way to say you added content when literally you just changed the color and added him.
Mm.
Like,
Okay, when you put it that way, now I'm kind of sad.
Nah, I'm.
They should.
It's Mario Kart. I've been waiting
Okay,
for a
okay.
new Mario Kart, but like
Real.
more
fault.
importantly, sorry, Gabe. More importantly, right? I'm hoping that whatever the actual gimmick
It's cool.
is shown off in the next trailer.
I kind of hope they get rid of.
I hope
I don't know.
24 players isn't the gimmick. I hope there is a
Same.
new
That
That'd
would
stage.
such a
be an
boring.
awful gimmick.
That'd be such a
I
boring.
hope there is a new stage thing like Wii 7 and 8
Do you
added
think? Okay, real
to
quick, real
make
talk. Do you,
stages interesting.
Like Cooper talk.
dang. Okay, real talk. Do you think that one? Do you think they're gonna get rid of the gravity stuff
No, probably not.
No.
and just continue off of it like 7 and 8?
I mean, typically speaking, when they add stuff into the game, they keep it
They
for the
keep
next
it.
one.
Yeah, because 7 added the wings, right?
7 added
the
flying,
glider
8
and
added water.
underwater. Wait,
Well,
yeah.
No,
7
8
lost
added
bikes.
gravity, 7 added flying and underwater,
Yeah, and
Okay.
we added bikes, but then 7 lost bikes.
and then
That's
8 got him back
And then they
again.
brought him back in 8. Honestly, though, with 7, it would have been hard to do bikes because there was already they added so much into
It was
it,
kind of
and
pushing the
I don't think the
3DS.
3.
I
Yeah,
feel
I don't
like,
think the
Patience.
3DS would have been
especially
able to
especially
manage bikes
the
as well.
So
early Model 3DS.
Yeah,
yeah.
kind of
So
pushing it.
real talk. What do we think the new Donkey Kong design?
He's ugly.
It's
He
kind.
looks
I don't know.
like
It's kind of.
he looks like the Mario movie Donkey Kong.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say he looks
So
like he's from the movie, which is fine, I guess.
it's like, but why?
Any Donkey Kong that doesn't look like Donkey Kong Country SNES Donkey Kong is no go for me.
Trash.
And they are
Weird.
getting farther away from that with this one, so I like it less. But I mean, it's still
Aaron's
Donkey
just
Kong.
like,
I mean,
it's
Here,
Donkey
wait.
Kong, but like that's a
Kyle,
low
how
tier
will you
Donkey
feel when
Kong.
they put Diddy Kong from the movie?
huh? What'd you say?
How will
I
you
said
feel if they
because
do
they
a Diddy Kong, like Diddy Kong from the Mario movie?
Yeah. Have you seen the new Donkey Kong design, Kyle?
I have not seen the new Donkey Kong design. I also don't really remember what Diddy Kong in the Mario movie looks like because you see him for a single scene.
That is so
So,
true.
like, they literally did my boy dirty. So,
Give me a second. I got the Donkey Kong.
Oh, I thought you were gonna get the.
Uh,
Oh, my fault.
I am super disinterested in this reveal because I thought it was going to be like an actual reveal, not just a
Teaser.
here it is, we'll talk about it in 3 months.
Not even. It's not even like the
Yeah.
teaser they did for the Switch, right? It felt more. It almost felt like a Sony reveal, right? Like where they do
Here,
like, oh look here, we're going around the controller, you know, like
Yeah.
here's Diddy, Dixie, and Chunky, not Chunky. Wait,
and
no, it
then
is.
there's Chunky. He's
Yeah,
dead.
it is Chunky.
Chunky's dead.
I still need to know if Switch games are going to run in a Switch. Are they going to do some bullshit Switch mode, or is it going to be
No,
they
it's
run
gonna run
natively,
natively.
so it runs better? I need to hear it.
that's that
I
is
need to be
something I
told
would
that.
like to hear in the direct is whether or not it's actually like because they could easily do a Wii U, a Wii to Wii U where it's like, we have a Wii U or we have a Wii
No,
menu on
it's
the Wii
gonna
U.
be like DS to 3DS. I'm pretty sure.
What is wrong with the one on the top right? Why is it so grainy?
Because it's zoomed in from the trailer. They
It's
didn't
very
zoom
far
in
out
on him.
image. Yeah.
But the one on the left is what it is like the normal one.
That's
Yeah,
what
That's
he
it's like
looks
an
like
a
8.
now.
deluxe.
Oh, that's an 8 deluxe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I need to see that.
I
I need
think
to
it's
see
just the fact
what.
that you. I think it's the fact that it's zoomed in. I think it'll be fine. But and also like the Diddy Kong, he just looks weird. But it's because it was like they made it. It was a single scene, and they made him probably didn't spend a ton of time on him. So it is what it is.
I need to see what that new button does. I
Yeah,
need to
I
see
would like to be told what
the.
that does.
It's just
We
a
could
progress
basically
button.
confirm the rumor of the Joy Cons
It is
having the
not.
capability to be a mouse.
Yeah,
They have the laser
because
pointer,
they
and they slid in the
they
trailer.
basically showed they basically showed that.
Yeah.
I
I need to see about that.
I'm interested how the straps work now, because those were still were they using they have straps, right? Because that's what they were using as the wire for the mouse. But like, I want to know how
It's
those work.
magnetic. It's like a magnetic ring that's the shape of those Joy-Con holes that snaps
Mhm.
onto the sides of it with the same magnets that stick it to the Switch.
Interesting.
So I wonder how strong that magnet is, because like if you fling that remote,
Is it gonna stick to something?
well, like I'm saying, if you fling that remote
Well,
and it's tied to your
yeah.
wrist, is it gonna fly off that thing?
True.
Like I wonder how strong that magnet is. That's a good question. So yeah,
The way
we'll
what it looked like to me was that the magnet protruded a little bit, so it probably locks in
And you have to
by
press it.
some sort of
Oh,
ridge.
I
Some
bet
sort
it
of
locks
ridge.
on the same way it locks onto the Switch with that button.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
maybe that too,
Yeah.
but I'm saying like it would have some sort. I think there's some sort of ridge that it would follow, so it'd be harder to just fling off of there.
I got you.
Fair, fair.
But I only saw like one or two pictures of it.
Wait, did you not watch the trailer?
So, no, because I don't have enough money for a Switch 2, so I'm not gonna look at it and make myself sad.
Real.
Sorry,
Go into debt.
no. Not all of us have like actually good jobs. Okay, I work at Whataburger. It barely pays rent. Okay, I'm not.
Yeah, yeah.
We trust me, we understand.
Um So yeah, Switch 2 we'll know more in 3 months. Supposedly there's going to be a direct next
So
month
long.
about Switch games, not Switch 2, but Switch games.
Which would be what? Xenoblade
This
X,
is the Pokemon
Pokemon.
Direct, right? Or
No,
is this
well,
a
no.
different
Pokemon's always got their own
rumored
direct in
Direct?
February.
Well,
Pokemon
yeah,
always
there's
has their annual direct in February, but there's
the rumor
supposed.
with that is Pokemon's gonna have a Direct, but it's gonna say this is only Switch 1 game.
Oh,
We will
what
not be talking about the Switch 2 here.
Yeah.
big, scary rumor. Pokemon's gonna have a direct in February for Pokemon Day, like they always do. Yeah. Ooh, turning some
Just like
real
Nintendo's
gold
making
here.
Mario Kart. Ooh.
Ooh, we're really scraping the bottom of the barrel to figure these leaks out. Come on, nah,
No, leaks are back to Bloodborne rumors.
they're out of Switch 2 leaks.
Well, the Switch 2's announced. They don't have the fake Switch 2 leaks
R
anymore.
slash
So they're
tomorrow
back
has
to
officially made the transition to Switch 3. So yeah,
Dude,
we'll keep
I,
talking
I'm
about it every week like we always do.
yeah,
Naturally.
I'm hyped to see more info. I cannot believe it's gonna be fucking almost 3 months before we actually get proper info, though.
Hey,
This is
I'm
why I
excited
was
for
like,
Oh,
let
it's
me get the
almost
Steam
2
Deck this
months.
Christmas because I'm just tired of waiting for this. I'll just
You're
make it my Nintendo exclusive box and I don't have to wait for the fucking starter anymore.
like I'm just gonna take everything else and pull it off of Nintendo. They don't get my money more because I can't keep waiting. And then you don't have to wait for the updates to be approved by Nintendo, like Stardew's 1.6 update.
that's true.
Yeah. And if I want to play on a different device, I can.
Sure.
All right, on to Collector's Corner, the weekly segment where we talk about the games we've been playing, the games we've been buying, good things, bad things, life stuff, all that going on. We spin a wheel to decide who goes first, and we do it very abruptly, and I've already clicked it.
Not Cameron. No wins.
Oh, bro, Cameron. Cameron's
Are
it.
you for
It was
real?
almost me. It
Oh,
was almost
bro.
me, but it was Cameron.
Oh, bro.
Stop using this Google Slides wheel that only likes Cameron.
That's crazy.
Dude,
You're crazy.
we got a state of emergency. It's not as bad as Cameron getting first, bro.
Oh yeah, hey, let me preempt. I want to preempt all of this discussion. I've been meaning to ask. So, are you guys gonna get snow in Auburn, right? Like up to an inch, maybe?
We're supposed to.
I
That's
think
what
we're supposed
the,
to.
the National Weather Service thinks we will. The
I
city of
don't think
Auburn
we
does
will.
not think we will.
Yeah, I was
Hmm.
gonna say.
The city of Auburn is extremely skeptical, as we should be. Um, but
What do you
National
mean?
Weather Service thinks it's pretty possible.
Snow has to show up before Auburn will cancel school.
Yeah.
Hey,
They don't like
actually,
it.
everybody canceled for once, but it's only because of the state of emergency. I think.
No, university, like, yeah, Auburn University, AUM, and Southern Union all canceled.
Yeah, Auburn
But
High surprisingly
I'm
canceled.
pretty sure. No, did
Troy
they?
canceled. Yeah, Auburn High canceled. Opelika
I
High
don't think
canceled.
I don't think
T-Town.
Opelika
I
and
don't know about
Auburn actually
T-Town.
did yet.
Yeah, they
T-Town
actually
did.
did. T-Town
T-Town
did.
did.
Okay, Troy
Yeah.
did. Dude, everybody did for once. It's like once in a blue moon.
Well,
Because they
I mean,
never
it makes
canceled.
more sense honestly for
Yeah, I
Tuscaloosa
mean, because this
because
is
they're
an
more
abnormal
north.
situation. There is
Yeah.
3 inches of snow that's about to fall in Mobile, and none up here. You know, this is how BS this is, dude. It's like 10
That's
degrees up
crazy.
here,
But you
And
can't get any of the snow.
and there's no snow.
y'all are just cold and have no rain clouds.
Just
We're
cold as hell. I'm just
having
fucking
shitty weather.
lighting up my electric bill, burning my heater up here. No snow
Look,
to make it better.
you're cold with like decent weather. We're cold with shitty weather, so therefore we get blessed.
Uh,
Snow is not
Fancy.
shitty weather unless it turns to
I'm
ice.
saying, well, because
I
snow
love
comes
snow,
from
dude.
rain, so therefore
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
such a
um,
scam. Apparently, there's going to be like 6 inches in Louisiana.
yeah, that's why Haley went home.
Yeah, Haley's.
That's
home right now.
crazy, dude. The Gulf Coast is
They-
getting inches of snow.
I mean, they're probably colder anyways, just being on the coast. Technically, I don't.
like the
I
opposite of
don't
how
know.
that works, brother.
It's
Uh,
Friday and snow.
I don't know. The less things to cool down. I don't know. if it's already cold, you know.
That's
I
true.
guess I
Um,
believe in you.
yeah, they mom was like, Haley, you should come home. You're on a holiday weekend anyways. Come home, because
Yeah, holiday weekend.
Oh yeah, and today was a holiday. I didn't. I
it-
wish I knew
Yeah,
I
that.
didn't get it.
Martin Luther
I
Me
didn't
King
get a
Day.
neither.
holiday.
Martin Luther King
I
Day.
didn't get a holiday either, so you're not the only one.
I have
Yeah.
Mondays off already, so
Bruh.
At least we
Um,
didn't suffer alone.
yeah. Okay,
Okay.
so
Okay. Anyway, yeah. Cameron, go ahead.
oh yeah, it's Cameron's turn. My fault.
Oh, dude,
uh,
we're just gonna keep talking over him so he never
we're just
gets to go.
apparently. So I played the game of the week. I
True.
beat it. Got all the way to the credits. We'll talk about more than in a few minutes or 30. I don't however
You
long.
beat it?
it's
I
like-
couldn't
I
get
beat
through
it.
like I stopped playing after like 2 levels.
I wanted to give it a fair shake, and it's
That's
like
fair.
a
So he
2 hour
jerked it
game,
right
like,
off. He just ripped it off of there. Want to give it a fair shake? I just yanked it right off.
Hey,
Yeah.
Cameron knows how to have
Uh,
a good time, I guess.
I guess. Played a little bit of Animal Crossing New Horizons. Uh, Genuinely don't remember why I decided to. I just did.
Felt like it.
There's something I wanted to check, I think. So I did.
Checking on
And
Anka.
then- No, I don't even have her on my island, dude. I've never actually really cared for her. I don't know why the internet gravitated towards her, but I was just like, I'm ignoring this. I don't even fucking care for her.
Wow.
Played some Tears of the Kingdom. Fucking died like 3 times because
Hot nerd. I mean,
don't.
that sucks,
So-
bro.
Yeah, nerd is correct. I did.
Still haven't beaten that game,
Uh,
right?
No, I still haven't beat it.
God,
We're working
come on,
on it.
come on, come on.
I gotta
can do
figure
it.
my way around Hyrule Castle, dude.
Are you in the beneath?
I went beneath and got wrecked.
Dude,
so I
beneath
went
is
back up top.
confusing and difficult. I still haven't explored all of it, even at my save. I haven't beaten the game.
I have no idea where to go there because like I thought I found a path and then I just found a white Lionel and went, I'm gonna die. There's no way out of this. I'm just gonna
You found
die.
one of them Coliseum things.
No, I
Or
did
you
a
just found- it was
Coliseum
common.
early.
Oh,
on,
bro, this is
but,
this is
like,
what I need to know about Switch 2's Tears of the Kingdom, 60 FPS. Oh my
That would be
gosh.
cool.
Oh
Dude,
my gosh, dude.
That's really what they need to announce during that direct is just like improvements for like the worst performing Switch
Yeah.
games.
Stable
and then-
frame rate, Age of Calamity, come to me.
Age of Calamity is actually
Come to
fucking
me,
playable.
1080p, 60 FPS. That is all I ask.
No,
Hell, I'll just take.
That's
you
freaking
shall
good
not
240.
receive. Actually,
It's a
I'll-
bigger
I
screen, but
think-
it's going to be 480p.
I would take 30 frames if it actually could run at a stable frame rate.
I'm definitely not taking 30 frames.
I mean,
No.
yeah, but like, I just want
60,
stable frame rate,
60.
dude.
Stable
it
60.
dropped to-
It's
it
2025.
dropped.
We
You know
can
what?
do this. We can
We
do
can't-
stable 60.
Microsoft and Sony can't do stable frame rate. PC can't do stable frame rate at 60. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about, dude? Yes, it can.
They all
Dude,
can.
plenty of games
It
have
re-
frame.
So
frame
many
rate.
games can, dude.
Age of
Maybe I'm
Every
confused.
every game, except
Age
like
of
a
Calamity is
few.
old enough that it should be able to run at 60 frames. now.
Maybe I'm just confusing their proprietary mode with their.
Yeah, no, dude, they run
Look how
fine.
pretty it is, but you only get this at 30. Or look how fast it runs, but you only get this if it's ugly.
Okay, but like at least they can run.
They definitely look
Age of
better than
Calamity.
Switch games, and they definitely have better frame rates than Switch games.
Age of
It's-
Calamity does not run, dude.
Yeah, dude.
It's trash.
I know.
That
Grant
I
and I
cannot-
both bought it week 1. What are you talking about?
Wait, did you buy that? I thought I bought that.
Yeah.
it's so
I'm glad I
bad.
didn't buy that. I played it. It runs like absolute trash.
When? It's not here.
Dude, I played it like in 2020 when I did the Amiibo video on it. I played it
Uh,
long enough to do it.
Liar.
Anyways,
It's been out that long and still trash.
dude, they never updated it. It's
No, they
one
did
of it's
update
a
it.
flag.
They released DLC.
It,
and they
that-
added
it
some
didn't fix
performance-
anything.
Didn't fix the
They
game.
added some performance things, but not much.
That doesn't matter. It
Its
didn't fix
biggest
You
it.
problem
can't
is
fix what's already broken.
its
That's
biggest problem is if you're in a single fucking grass area, there's too much going on.
Lightning
Because-
turns it into a PowerPoint slide.
What is who made
Yeah.
Dynasty Warriors? They just made a
It
new
was
one.
Dynasty
Koei
Warriors.
Tecmo.
Oh, Tecmo. Yeah, they're
But they've
apparently-
made games that can run.
doesn't matter.
They
They're
made
not very
they made
good at optimization.
they made Hyrule Warriors work on the 3DS. I'm not gonna
It
say
does not
it
have
worked.
as many
I'm not gonna-
particles as
grass,
Age of
grass,
Calamity
grass,
does.
grass.
Yeah, if you're
Um,
not in a grass stage, it actually runs better.
That's pretty. Yeah, that's not great. Let's
Like
see
all
what
the
else did I
mountain
play.
stages actually run at pretty stable. It's just like there's a lot of grass stages. The grass is killing it.
Let's see. I played Sonic Generations, which I meant to mention last week, and I don't think I did. So, I went. I think it was after the show last week. I went and built a frog farm in the Nether on the server. So we have frog lights now.
He messed it up.
Gay.
I mean, it's a very small, like little corner, but Enderman and
Yeah, I don't.
something else.
I didn't expect it to like have a different biome within the biome for it, so I was like, "Fuck it, I'm not rebuilding this shit." We don't.
I built, yeah. I built a
It
one-way
doesn't-
roller coaster.
You have to build it
too,
in a basalt
and,
delta, don't you?
Yeah,
You
Yeah,
did.
and like
Yeah.
the smallest
mostly
pocket
did.
was still, it was somehow a different region.
yeah. There's like
Mm,
2 small pockets. There's like the
I got you.
tiniest little forest pocket too, and I'm like, where did this come from?
yeah, like fuck this shit, bro.
I'm not.
Literally.
The farms don't even work on the server anyway, so I don't fucking care.
Yeah, they already have slow rates. So.
I have enough frog lights that I was able to do what I wanted, so I don't care. Let's see. I don't think I mentioned it, but I played Kingdom Hearts a little bit. Just getting itchy to have something where I can just not have to think. No thoughts that empty, please.
Dude, Tetris
Uh,
is perfect for that.
So you're not playing
Balatro
on
is
hard
perfect
then.
for that.
So I'm not what?
Playing on hard.
Oh, I am. But like it's Kingdom Hearts. I don't have to like
No thoughts had empty.
think.
Tetris and Balatro, bro. They are your best friends.
Let's see, what else did I do? Took Chelsea's car to the shop.
Lovely. How much was that?
Yeah,
I
what was
don't
the
know.
for sure the cause? Was it a gasket or was it the whole manifold?
They haven't told me yet.
Mm.
They apparently tried to call, it didn't go through, so I called them and was like, "Hey, do I need to come pick this up today? Because we took it Friday. They're like, hey, it's either this or this, and they're like, bring it back on Monday, we'll finish it." Calling them 3:30, because it's like, hey, I know you're about to close here in an hour or so. What's the status? And they're like, there's another part that we couldn't see. It's a little hose. So to order that, it'll be here tomorrow. I'm like,
Ah,
of course. So I don't know.
It's gonna be expensive.
It's gonna be expensive. So it's great. I'm having a wonderful time.
great.
It's gonna be more expensive than I thought. I'm pretty sure, since they're having to order it.
You should tell them. Actually, I got 100% off the coupon for you. If you take in a gun.
Great
They know who I
advice.
am.
Great advice, Cooper. Very
They
smart.
know who-
Been hit by
Very
a
wise.
have-
gun.
If you just blast them, who's gonna stop
Hey,
you?
I was like, what are they gonna do at that point?
What are they
Who's
do,
gonna
call
stop
cops?
you? And why can't you just blast them too?
I guess.
Real.
Um,
Legally, this is a joke.
Yeah,
I-
for legal reasons, this is not funny.
Not funny.
Didn't
Laugh.
laugh. Let's see. I also Alex, did I start Resident Evil last week? Is that or is that
I don't know. You
I
beat
I
me last week. You
I've
mentioned it was on
started
the last show.
okay, well I started 3. I don't remember when. But I have
I didn't
very
know you
loose.
started 3.
Oh, I thought you made me start it.
No.
I don't know.
I told you to start it, and you're like, no.
That does sound like Cameron.
That does sound like Cameron. Let's see.
This story
So
also
yeah,
sounds like
fine.
an Alex story.
This
Fair,
literally.
But
so yeah,
You beat it on the
games.
11th.
I also had to change my oil. So that was fun. That was great. Uh, lovely time. I don't know what happened to the leak. I think you might be right, Grant. And then it was just oil that was already sitting because it's not there. It hasn't leaked since then. So
Yeah, recommendation is just to keep it clean, and then that way, if it does come back, it's easily visible.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Is I don't I can't figure it out otherwise, so it, it's gotta be something. Um but yeah,
All right.
it's great. That
Oh yeah.
Well,
I don't want to spend any more money ever.
I
but
don't know about that one.
spin the wheel. Who we got?
oh yeah, that was
Oh,
all
it's
just
looking
Cameron's.
good.
Damn.
It's
Yeah,
looking good.
right?
It's looking
Bro, good
good.
luck,
It's
wow.
me. It's me.
For
Let's
real.
go.
Cameron, you gotta shut up next time.
That's crazy.
Cameron, you know
Says
on the
Kyle,
first
dude.
sheet
Kyle, was it
says,
like 1 or 2 weeks ago? You're like, oh no, I don't have much anyway. It'll be quick. And then you spent like 30 minutes
Literally.
talking about stuff.
I know. That was like right after Christmas because I kind of forgot that I had a whole bunch of Christmas stuff to share.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, I
so
remember
me.
Cameron, you ever see the first sheet says 2 sentences?
What?
Anything.
Anyway, I canceled my RuneScape subscription. I normally would have done that
Understandable.
anyway because I only play a month at a time. I have to explain that. But I canceled it this time also because of a different reason that we'll talk about later in the show.
Interesting.
I have played a good bit of Stardew Valley. I'm playing my JoJo run. I have purchased the JoJo membership. The community center is now a warehouse. It is
Disgusting.
sad. I talked to Mayor Lewis after, and he was like, "Man, everything sucks. I can't even manage the community center. I can't believe I let that JoJo company take over the town."
And you're just
He's
like,
all sad.
damn. You're like, man, I hate living in sin.
Yeah, but to be fair, it is a straight up speed run, and also it is a total relief off your back because now you don't have to worry about finding things at specific times in specific places to unlock stuff. You just pay for it, so that means you just can do whatever you
Min-max.
want, however you want to make money. You make the money, and then you buy all the stuff, and you get the same stuff at the end. And you didn't have to run around and like, oh, I have to wait for a rainy day in fall so I can catch a catfish to get this one specific thing for the community center. You don't have to keep track of that, and like if you miss it, you don't have to wait a year to find it again. So it's a total load off my back. It feels like playing this game. It feels really different now. It makes it feel a lot more like the old school Harvest Moons I would play. Because
Just like relaxed.
well, in those games it was more simple, so it literally was just like money was everything. Um, so it makes it feel more like Harvest Moon because I'm not like collecting unique things anymore. I'm just playing the game how I know how to play the game.
Min-max the hell out of it.
Yeah, I'm going pretty quick. I've got all my tools to copper and my pickaxe to steel, and my axe is being worked on right now. I'm
And I mean, you're still
in the first week of summer, Um, and yeah, things are going pretty smoothly. I keep spending money on upgrades and everything, so I can't get to all the other upgrades I want to do. But I've been playing a lot of that, playing a lot on the Steam Deck. Um, Steam Deck continues to be a great path forward. Um, I played Pokemon White 2. And also Spirit Tracks. I think I actually soft locked myself on Spirit Tracks.
Whoopsie.
Dude, that's crazy because that's what I've been considering playing a lot recently. Is I feel a calling to play Spirit Tracks.
Apparently, if you save and quit on the 13th floor after you've gotten a key or something, the game has a glitch. Like, there's a glitch and you get soft locked out of the game.
Oh,
And
because
I have no idea if that's for sure or not, but that's the only thing I've been able to find about it on like one forum post. I haven't seen anything else about it. It doesn't seem like well talked
you're
about.
not back in the room. You're back at the beginning of
Yeah,
the
and I
tower.
don't have the key. Like the door recloses. Like I'm missing a key. I'm at that point where I'm missing one key to open a door to progress, and the key is not anywhere. I've checked everything. I even after getting mad and putting it down for a while, I came back with a guide. I went from the very top through that entire floor, what I needed to do. I followed all the steps again, and I did not get a key. Um, so and when I googled it, the only thing I could find was that I soft locked myself. So, and that sucks because I'm pretty close to the end of the game. I was on like the top floor of the tower. I was gonna have like one more area to go to,
Oh crap!
and then I'd be at the final boss.
One is earned by lighting the floor torches in the southeast portion. The others earned by sticking your sword in the rightmost fist statue in the northeast section.
So yeah, that's really sad because I was really enjoying Spirit Tracks, and I was mad that it
Not
was.
enough to replay it though.
I mean, honestly, I almost might replay it. I was having a really good time with it. Um, and I was mad that I was stuck in the same place for so long and like not trying to progress
Oh,
because I'd keep forgetting that like I was stuck in this thing. I had been here for forever. And this time I was like, okay, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to freaking finish whatever I'm
Figure it
doing
out.
just
and beat
follow
this
a
game.
guide.
Yeah, just follow the guide and still couldn't get it. So I'm cooked.
You made me really worried. That's where I was stuck. I last ended off in Spirit Tracks, but I know I'm in the 13th floor is lower than where I am
Mm,
because I'm at the top of the tower. I haven't gone.
mm.
I've never gone to the Dark Realm. I've only ever gone. I'm towards it. Like I'm in the last section of the tower.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah.
Um, so yeah. And then Pokemon White 2, I've got 2 badges. And I'm playing with a Snivy, and I'm using a Magnemite. He's actually kind of clutch right now for me, and I've never really liked using Magnemites before. I'm not a big steel type guy, but I'm gonna give that a shot.
Wait
Um,
until you get to
Ghost
fire
type
gym.
forever.
I wanted to play Breath of the Wild. I'm starting to get to the point now where I think I want to do another playthrough. I love that game so much. I kind of want to do it again. But I was like, I don't really want to start until I can know if I can play it better on Switch 2. And as good as my PC can run Breath of the Wild like crazy, my Steam Deck cannot. It is worse than playing on Switch. Basically, the frame rate is
Oh.
like
Do you know why?
I no. It's
Something with the
there's
emulator,
a
I
bunch of
assume.
settings menus that are like hotkeyed that I don't know what the macros are. So
Oh.
I don't know how to get to them. I don't know the settings I need to use. Setting up this emulator to work on Steam Deck is kind of confusing, and this is
Painful.
the part
Yeah.
of the Steam Deck where it's like, hey, it's still a PC, so it comes with PC problems, and this is one of those moments. Uh, so I think I could tweak it enough to get it to run probably a little better than Switch, maybe, but not much better. Um,
Not to where it's like worth it.
I mean, like I guess yeah, it would be worth it, but at that point, like I might as well just carry my Switch around.
I was gonna say.
Um, so there's no point
Especially
in
with the Switch
playing
2.
Breath of the Wild that's not on my Switch unless I'm playing on my tower, in which case I can actually get good performance. So I'm gonna hold off on that until Switch 2,
That's
but
fair.
I
Keep it
am
up front.
probably
Well,
gonna play through that.
supposedly, according to everybody who saw it like initially a year ago at some game event, they said they were showing off Breath of the Wild running way better.
Hmm.
Interesting.
There's probably a lot of stuff I don't know about running it on Steam Deck either.
No, not Steam Deck.
Oh,
The
just Switch 2.
2.
Oh,
Oh.
well, good, because that's what I'm
There's a
hoping
lot of
for.
speculation of whether this meant natively running Switch 2 off the Switch cartridge, or if they were re-releasing Breath of the Wild for Switch 2, like Sony does.
I wouldn't be surprised if they do both. Like if they do like a minor patch
Mm.
and then do like, but like if to do it again as a re-release, they would basically need to do like a remaster. They had to call it a remaster and probably change some other stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, been watching a lot of sports. Playoffs are going on and basketball and stuff.
Nice.
It's very cold up here. I don't like it. My car doesn't like it.
Tell me about it.
Mm.
Literally,
Dude, my car hates this cold.
after work, I just sit in my car for like 5 minutes just for it's like I can actually see through my windows and stuff again.
Well,
Before I
also
even
to
run
just
it.
let the engine heat up too. You
That
want to.
too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
If
yeah.
you drive it with like a cold engine, that shit's gonna fuck it up.
Yeah, hell no.
Uh, my engine heats up quickly, but also dissipates heat very quickly for
Yeah.
obvious
Ooh.
reasons. So when it gets really cold like this, it is a bitch to get it to actually warming up. Like idling takes so long to warm up when it's
Oh
this
man.
cold. Like
Yeah.
you'd have to be waiting like literally about 20, 30 minutes.
Holy. So what do you do?
Disgusting.
Like in the mornings and stuff.
I mean, I start it for like 5 minutes just to get the fluids warmed up a little bit, and then I'll just start driving. Like I bundle the fuck up. I've got gloves on and a hat and stuff, and
Oh yeah.
then I just start driving, and then it'll start warming up better again. And
That's
Because it's moving.
yeah, and after 5 or 10 minutes of driving, it's up to temp, and we're all
So by
good.
the time you get to the office, you're like, ah, mostly toasty almost.
Yeah, about 90 seconds before I get to the office, everything's warm.
And you're like, great. I love this.
Um, I played a little bit of Wind Waker. I played um no, not even. I think that's really about it. Yeah.
pretty chill week.
Spin the wheel. Who we
No
got?
Velatro?
No Velatro.
That's crazy.
He's busy.
Ooh,
Having
Cooper by a
Dynamite
small
kick everyone's
margin.
butt.
Let's go.
Kyle or Alex is who's going to be last again, twice in a row.
Yeah.
Dude, twice in a row is
Gotta
crazy.
find a new wheel.
I think twice in a row it's been. I think twice in a row it's been Cameron, you, Cooper, and then me and Alex at the last thing.
Yeah,
That sounds
Didn't you go
right.
second last week?
I think so. That sounds
That's-
right.
Actually sounds right.
We
yeah.
don't
If
track who
Alex
goes
goes
second.
fourth again, I was say if Alex goes fourth again, then it'll. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be the exact same order twice in like 2 weeks in a row.
The problem is we don't
Dude.
track who goes second.
I think
third, or
Alex was
fourth.
last week.
No, I
No,
was last
Kyle.
week for sure.
Oh.
Yeah, Kyle's marked as
Oh,
last
okay.
It was
last week.
between
Okay,
me
okay.
and Kyle.
I was
Dude,
100%
pre-recorded
last.
wheel. Pre-recorded wheel.
All right, Cooper, what you got?
Alright.
That's crazy.
What have I been playing? Not a whole lot. I played
You
a little
played
bit.
Rivals with me at the
True.
very least.
I did play Rivals.
You played a
Oh,
lot
I
of
played the
Rivals
game of
with
the
me.
week, by the way.
Yeah, I
That
played
too.
the game of the week.
Yeah,
I did play Rivals. Rivals is fun. The new
I
season's
think we all
pretty
played
good.
Game of the Week.
Hope so.
I would hope so.
That's why it's the game of the week.
So
Yeah,
true.
That's true, but
I played a very little, like maybe an hour of Deep Rock Galactic. I think with Kyle.
me and Barrett.
That's right. Yeah, Bear was there. I was trying to remember who
Mm,
else, but yeah,
and
yeah,
Grady
yeah.
got on, and we played Marvel Rivals.
Then we went to Rivals, yeah. And then I played a little bit of Scare Ritual, which is really fun. We should run that at some point.
I don't even have that, dude,
Sad.
and I'm not gonna get it right now.
Also fair.
I may have mentioned this, but I am broke,
Me too.
Dude.
Dude, no one freaking asked.
bro. Okay,
That
I
is
don't
Cooper's
care.
crazy.
trying to talk.
Okay, I don't
Like,
care.
I just want to talk about how broke I am again.
Flexing it, bro.
Look, bro.
Oh,
I'll
go
hate.
up to the flex bar.
Couldn't be like me for real. I'm broke
Fine, I'll
beyond
just
repair.
Bruh.
fine. I'll just shut up, man. I'll just
Bruh.
shut up and sit here.
Let's see. I've been working a good bit. They cut my hours this week because oh no weather. Dude, I need hours. I was kind of upset about that, but apparently the weather's bad and everyone's hours got cut. Because I had a meeting with them yesterday because it's like, yo, what's up, dog? I was
Ain't no
like,
way
need
you
to
have
throw
meetings
hands.
working at Foosackly's. You ain't have no meeting.
I have
This-
meetings working at not Bucky's, fucking Whataburger.
I don't even know where he works. No one
What
knows
a
where I
what a
work.
Bucky's.
Well, I hated Bucky's, bro. I had to leave them so
They're
quick.
talking about post shifts and pre shifts.
Yeah,
Well,
just a
I
quick
have to
like.
run
Yeah, I
late,
know.
so
I
I'm
know.
talking about,
I'm joking. I'm sorry.
No, I got
Continue.
you. I got you. No,
I'm talking
you're
about
good.
actual
You're good.
meetings.
But yeah. But no, my hours should be back to normal after this week, which I'm cool with. If they're not, I'm throwing hands.
Crazy.
Um, other than that, oh, a little bit of school, getting an education. Kyle's in my class, so it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We ran
Y'all
some.
gotta be destructive to that teacher.
No, honestly, Cooper
No,
slept through one class and
I've.
then basically ignored me for the other ones. So
That's crazy.
That is so crazy.
Getting
I mean,
ousted, bro.
it's so true though.
I literally didn't even. Dude, I literally hate this guy so much.
I mean, it wasn't his fault he ignored me for the second one because the teacher moved us to
We
different
got
tables.
moved.
But
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet. Bro, y'all two in the
no,
same room.
no. It wasn't because of that. It was just because he gives out cards like playing cards, and then you have to go wherever your playing card is. Like whoever has your same number, you go to their
He
table.
cooked up that system just because of you guys.
I honestly
For
wouldn't be
sure.
surprised. He saw our names on the list and went, "Oh shit!"
Yeah, he said, "Fuck these guys, I'm out of here."
Literally,
I believe it
I believe it. He hadn't even met us yet, but he already knew.
for real.
But yeah, other than
Big
that,
fan of the podcast.
literally,
Yeah.
he's our one viewer. Oh, I played disc golf with
Yeah, we played disc golf.
Mac, Barrett, and Kyle.
Yeah,
That was fun.
that was fun.
All or nothing, Kyle won, so I'm kind of mad, but
I think
it's
I
kind
would have
of.
gotten second without that
I think so.
because Mac was extremely good and he definitely
Mac
won.
was locked in, bro. And I asked him, "Was like, how long you been paying?" He's like, "Only 10 years." I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, bro.
Dude,
You
he's
meet some
good though.
you meet some pretty cool people whenever you work full time at Bucky's. Apparently,
Bucky's.
that's where I met him. Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
All right.
But yeah, no. Other than that, pretty chill.
Sweet. Spin the wheel. Who's last? Ooh. Kyle's last. Alex, you're up.
No
This is
way,
actually-
bro.
It's
This
actually the exact same. Wait, hold on. We have to go listen to the last week's podcast for
We'll
Collector's
do that
Corner. I'm
after
pretty
the
sure it's the.
show.
That's what I'm saying, but I'm pretty sure it's the exact same
That's crazy, dude.
that
order.
is so wild.
Law of
Okay.
averages.
Go ahead, Alex.
Yeah,
That's true.
the law of averages is crazy.
I'm gonna get first twice in a row now.
Yeah.
Doubt. I played So just for funzy, I played the main demo for Resident Evil and beat it.
How
I
was
didn't
it?
realize
Did you have a good
like
time?
15 minutes.
Was that the one in the
I've
snow
played
or the one in the dungeon?
that's the one where you have the girl in the dungeon and it
Okay, yeah.
ends with Lady Dimitrescu. I'd never
Yeah.
played it or beaten it, so I was like, I'll just play it.
I remember playing those when they
There,
like came out. I think I streamed one of them. I might have streamed both of them.
yeah. I
I was
just
really
hadn't
excited for
played
those.
it, and I was in the mood for a bit of Resident Evil. I was like, perfect. This will be short. Um, it is interesting that you play as a girl named Ingrid. Like it's confirmed from the main game who you are in the demo. Because you pick up a necklace that says my necklace, but in the game you get an item called Ingrid's necklace that's the same.
Hmm.
And then there's a list of candidates for Lady Dimitrescu, and in the demo it lists Ingrid, but in the official game her name is removed.
Interesting.
So it was short, it was fun. I just wanted something Resident Evil related that I knew wouldn't take me forever. Because like the games I've got left would take me a while
Yeah.
since they're not modernized.
Yeah, bro. More than 10 hours, I'm out.
They're not more than 10 hours. It's just, well, I guess there
Oh,
is another demo I've not beaten, but I've put a lot of time into that demo, and I'm just sick of playing it because I
that's
can't
fair.
beat it. RE7's demo, I don't know if you've played that one. You've got to bypass a molded enemy during it that will probably kill you, and it's like towards the end. So that's
Mm.
annoying. Um, I played Mass Effect. I did a couple more planets.
That's a good game.
I'm
I know,
surprised.
but I'm stuck like
Oh, is that because it was free?
no, I own it officially.
Oh,
I
wait, was it
spent five
You got it
dollars
on
on
Game
the
Pass, bro.
trilogy. I
You
don't
was
got
it
it on
have
Game Pass.
Game Pass.
was
Yeah,
it
you
not
do.
free? Wait, am I crazy? Was it
What?
not free on PS Plus? Or am I
It
thinking of something
was,
else?
and then they removed it, but then it went on sale for $5, so I bought it because
I
I've been
got you.
playing it with PlayStation Plus. Um, it requires you. I don't know. You don't have to, but I keep getting distracted trying to grind, doing all the planet things,
Hmm.
which is kind of more boring than actually doing the fun story, make choices. Like there's a couple
Yeah.
choices you get to make while you're exploring the planets, but I think it's boring, which is why I keep getting stalled. I put some time into Gylt, GYLT, the so-called best Stadia game.
Hmm.
Uh,
That's not saying much. Let's be real.
I was gonna
no,
say.
but it is interesting.
Very little more.
It is a horror game where you play as what's her name, Sally, Sarah, something like that. And the main story is about bullying. At least that's how like you end up in the other world, and you're looking for her cousin.
Yeah, bro. I've never been bullied so hard that I end up like
And
changing what world I'm in.
you've never been so bullied you end up isekaiing? That's crazy.
I don't know. I've liked what I've played so far, but I've got to put more time into it.
Granted, though, I never even got bullied so hard that I got my like head swirlied. So
I don't feel like that's an actual thing anymore, dude.
it's not.
They're too busy trying to get people to like. I think we might get to demonetize if I say that. Actually, probably
It's
shouldn't
definitely
say
not like school now is definitely
that.
not how it is portrayed in like TV shows and
I will
movies.
say.
But
I will say the most recent Spider-Man, or not most recent, but Spider-Man with that. What's his name? Flash. The Flash and the newer Spider-Man. It's probably the closest we have like to new age bullying.
what do you mean?
No, it was physically bullying. What are you talking about?
I mean, yeah, but like just like simple comments and stuff. I feel like this is
There,
more stuff
that's
you're
what
gonna
I.
hear more nowadays than.
That's
I
guilt.
mean, yeah, you'll see physical, but like
Yes, there's no photos.
Yeah, I think it's like I think it's more
Compared
verbal
to
than it is.
Yeah.
verbal, yeah, you see verbal a lot more nowadays, which is what they did in, like the newer Spider, which I thought was cool.
Yeah.
Very more realistic.
Really interested.
throwing
And I put a
hands.
lot of time into Marvel Rivals, and then like a lot of time. And obviously, I played Game
Dude.
of the Week.
I hate my
I-
rivals so much sometimes. I'll be real.
It's honestly, I think like 90% of the time, it's a great game, and then the
No,
other
it's a lot of
10%
fun.
of the time, you get
Your
in the like
teammates are not
shittiest,
helping you.
you get in the shittiest, most horrible lobby you've ever imagined, and you're stuck in it for the next like 20 minutes.
No, literally.
Well, it depends if you're on if you're on competitive. Yeah, you're stuck. If you're in the regular mode, you're also penalized if you leave. You're an
Okay,
AI.
I'm not.
You can
I'm
just
not
leave
gonna
though.
just leave the. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
I'm not
leave the
gonna leave
game.
my
I'm not
team,
that kind of
but
person. Not
Um,
that kind of gamer, if you know what I mean.
Racist?
No,
yeah, exactly.
no, I'm that kind
I'm
of gamer. But
I'm not racist either. But no, that's not what I meant. What the? What are you talking about?
You said you're not that kind of gamer. That's the meme, right? Gamers are racist.
I mean, yeah. Well, I guess.
No, and then Game of the Week like the rest of y'all, and then I've downloaded Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga to try to give it
Lego
another run.
Skywalker.
Yeah.
oh yeah, that reminds me. Some of my coworkers were making fun
Um,
of one of my managers. Sorry, I'm not meaning to interrupt.
No, it's okay. Keep going.
You got like halfway through before.
but some some of my coworkers were making fun of my manager, calling her racist, and she's like, "Guys, I'm not fucking racist." And I was like, "Dude, put the gun down."
Amazing.
Oh God.
and then we went to the parks.
Yeah.
Nice.
Got Galactic Hero.
Yeah,
But they
that's
had no
true. That's true.
stickers because Cameron
They
had
had.
taken them all from
I
the
Cameron
I
had
haven't
already
even
taken them
taken them
all.
recently.
Well, yeah, because they
They're
ran
just
out
out of
forever ago.
Yeah,
stickers,
because you already
dude.
have them all, dude.
I was gonna say, bro took them all.
Awful, dude. Like, I. So
Oh, and
Alex
we
and I.
played Ticket to Ride.
Yeah, we did play Ticket to Ride. Chelsea won. Because we went over to Heather's and played there. Because we were at the parks with her.
Dude, Alex is a tryhard.
He is a tryhard dude.
I'm not in that game though.
But for Ranger Spin, Alex and I were in the same cart because we had this whole mess with the people in front of us because some of mm, some of them cut in line and the customer was like, hey, just for next time, instead of cutting in line, please just have your whole party together. Completely ignored him.
No, that
Right?
cast member was pissed. You could see it on his face.
You could, but what's it gonna do? He can't really. But then we get to load, and the girl up there is like, "All right, this one," and the idiots get in the cart for that's like obviously off, right? Like it's got a tarp over the guns, and they try to get into that one anyways. And I swear it looked like she was ready to just go clock out and leave, dude. She was so done.
Me too, for real, for real.
I would be too if I had to work at Disney, dude. I cannot imagine. I would hate my life. Sorry, Alex.
Sorry, Alex. Yeah, but
I don't
Yeah,
work in the park.
I was gonna say the parks would suck more than the resorts, though. I feel like.
Yeah, for sure.
Resorts are nice. Usually don't have to deal with too much.
All right, well, Kyle, you finish this out.
Okay, well, mine is pretty simple. I played a great deal of Marvel Rivals.
True.
Like definitely more than Cooper at least. I don't know if I
Oh,
played
for
more than
real?
Alex,
You
but
played more than me?
yeah, because there was a couple times where you were doing homework and I still played.
Oh, that
When
night.
you went
That
to
night I
sleep.
passed out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Amazing.
pretty
I
much
literally
every
went
other
to bed
time
at
I was
8 and
playing.
woke up at like 10. I
I was
think
saying
the
pretty
next
much every
day.
other time that I was playing, you were also online and playing with me. So,
Yeah.
or most of the time. Um, I played a little bit of Deep Rock Galactic, not much at all.
Yeah, like maybe an
Um,
hour, but it was fun.
But yeah, it was still fun. It's fine. I played some Lies of P. I am like on the last boss to finish it again. I'm on Lexasia, and she's the last one, and she's such a pain in the ass. So I kind of put that down for a second. I'll probably come back to it in a week or two. Just kind of give my brain a rest from it since I played it so much these past 2 weeks. Um, so I played a little bit of Elden Ring. I started a new run on a new character. Um, where I'm gonna do an all shields run, and I got like part of the way through the run, and it was going smoothly. Like I had no problems, and then I tried to run the game. Was that on Friday? I tried to run the game on Friday,
Mhm.
and it like opened up and immediately crashed down. And so
Nice.
I was like, okay, well that's never happened before. What the fuck is going on? I went to go look at my Nvidia, my like graphics drivers, and they were out of date, so I updated them. So now they're like up to date again. And I went to go this morning to try to play the game again, and it got stuck in a full screen locked into full screen, and I couldn't get it to change.
Great.
So then I had to go out and I messed with settings for like an hour and a half, and finally got it to force itself into borderless window. And even going through borderless window, I would get into the game and I would still have like major lag spikes from very minor things. Like I would have like a single enemy on the board or on the screen that's like an enemy that has never caused me issues before, and it would be causing like severe lag issues on the screen. And I know that I have enough storage space on both my drives, so I know that it's not like an overcrowding issue. I checked several times for malware. I know it's not a malware issue. And I even checked like a couple of my system drivers, and as far as I can tell, all of my system drivers are up to date as well. Um, but it's weird because I've never had this issue before, obviously, because I played the game like what I said 9 times during the last year. So I know that it's not
Yeah.
something that's been an issue and just recently
PC
came to the
problems,
surface. Like
man.
it's just yeah. But I haven't been able to find out what the hell the issue is yet. But right now the game is practically unplayable, which
That's a bummer.
obviously sucks cheeks. Yeah. Um, so I played probably like 3 or 4 hours worth of Elden Ring, and I have not been able to play any of it since then. But the weird thing is, like, it's fully functional. It's just having crazy lag
Lag.
spikes that, yeah, and like one of the ones I got earlier today, I literally was fighting a crab, and it is a giant crab, but they're normal enemies in the game. Like they're all over the place. And like I got attacked by him, and I was trying to do a riposte, a counter strike, and it lagged and stopped the game for like at least 45 seconds. And I was
Ooh,
just sitting there waiting for my game to come back, and it finally came back, and it it was not good. It's really it's pissing me off a little bit because I don't really know what the hell is going on yet. But
fair.
that kind of sucked.
Kinda.
Yeah,
The
kinda.
the main game I played is not currently functioning. It
Yeah,
kinda sucked.
yeah.
Way to undersell it.
I mean, what? I don't know what else to say, but yeah, it's really annoying because I want to be able to play it and I currently cannot. But
Well, all right then.
Yeah, I think that's everything that I played. I
Nice.
played a little bit of Civ 6 actually, and TCG Card Shop Simulator and Game of the Week.
Did you see Civ 7 went gold? Things are done.
Oh yeah, I did see that. But I mean, I was kind of expecting it already, considering that their release date is the 11th. So
So they
True.
better be gold already.
yeah, pretty much what I think. Anyway,
Game of the
that's
week.
that's about it.
Then download station game of the week: Super Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins. It
Having a
is.
world map is weird.
It's crazy how much more in depth this game is compared to Mario Land 1.
True.
Like
Yeah,
how Mario Land 1 was like literally like the tiniest of teeny tiny fly games. And then
It was if Mario 1 felt like 5 levels compared to Mario Land 2.
yeah,
I played a
it's
little bit more while we were talking earlier, so I have now completed 5 levels instead of 2. I really like the whole like mini game aspects of the like after you finish the level and you get to do the little claw mini game. I think that's kind of cute, kind of fun. Um, and I like that going to different spots on the map, you can find different things to use your coins on.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm also
Yeah.
like not that good at 2D Mario, so like as as cool as it was, and like I thought it was a good game. I don't personally love it a whole lot, but that's just because I don't love 2D platformers. I'm much more of a 3D platformer kind of guy.
I think it's pretty interesting that they developed this game to look as nice as it is because that when Mario Land 1 came out, um
Mhm.
Mario wasn't solidified in his look yet as much cuz Mario 1 Mario looks weird.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Uh but when Mario World 2 or when Mario Land 2 was in development, like Mario 3 and Mario World were a thing.
Mhm.
So they wanted to make it look more like Mario looked. So they had to like up their development and make the pixel art nicer and stuff. Make it like play like Mario instead of like the weird physics of Mario Land 1. I like it. I think it's a good game.
Yeah. I you know I so it's still got some weirdness. It's got some of the most iconic Mario characters. It's got
Yeah.
Boo, it's got Goomba, it's got Koopa. But then
Yeah.
it's also got like some of the weirdest Mario enemies I've ever fought. Like,
Yeah, it introduced Wario.
yeah, but Wario's like a gremlin when you defeat him, dude. It's weird. Um, because I played through the whole game. I even found one of the secret exits, completely accidentally. Um, but I did do it.
Yeah.
Uh, and then so I guess I went around the normal way because I collected all 6 coins in the order they appeared on the door.
Okay.
Um, some of the levels I don't quite understand why they're on the map, but I can, because I can still like activate them.
Yeah.
And then I guess it's a good game. It's just got some weird enemy choices.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
dog with cannon for head. Uh,
Yeah, I mean, it was also during the time when like Game Boy
Well,
was
I was
like a
also
cute,
like,
funny, weird thing, and they didn't really care about where their IPs went and what they did with them. So there's just some
but
like
you
stuff
also
that you
had
wouldn't think to see in Mario.
pig with cannon for face.
I think we might be talking about the same enemy.
Yeah.
Or four leg creature with cannon for face. Oh, it had bullet bills, which felt weird after seeing that enemy.
Hmm.
It had like
Yeah.
I fought a broom.
Yeah.
and the three little pigs. With some weird anime choices.
No, for sure.
Um, a mouse with a drill for a face.
Yeah, they definitely have some weird enemies.
Mm-hmm.
Solid game though.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely way more of a Mario game than Mario Land 1.
Yeah.
I also enjoyed it more than. I mean, y'all are gonna have my head on a stake for this, but I think I liked it more than Yoshi's Island because I didn't
No, that's
feel
wild.
like it was easier to control because it was just Mario instead of the weird Yoshi mechanics, which I still don't really understand.
Mm.
I
I
get
know that
I get that, but I don't think that really makes that game better than Yoshi's Island. It's just you
I
like
guess
it
I
more
mean,
they're
because you don't
different.
like
it's
the
just
Yoshi controls. So like the Yoshi
I'll say
games are
they're
worse to
different
you
for
than the
sure.
Mario games.
Y'all
They're
ever
Uh,
seen
definitely different,
the
and I don't think it's probably not fair for me to compare them like that. But I do feel like I enjoyed
I mean, you either like one or the
Mario
other. I
Land
mean, you can and
2.
like you
Yeah,
like both, but everybody has a
yeah,
preference for everything.
one's got to be
yeah.
better than the other.
Yeah.
That's
y'all
how it
ever
works.
seen the trailer for this game?
No.
Mm-mm.
Okay, I'm gonna upload it.
The trailer for Mario
Oh,
Land.
I have seen that clip. The thumbnail
Yeah, for
reminded me. I've
Mario
seen that.
Land 2.
Maybe.
So yeah, it's a Mario game on the Game Boy. Definitely a must have if you're a Game Boy collector.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely a good one for sure.
All right, on to the tidbits. Dev insists Hollow Knight Silksong is quote real and progressing after social media sparks conspiracy buzz.
It's never coming out.
Mm.
Wait,
Nothing
They
what?
ever
only
happens.
released
Nothing ever
they
happens.
only released Hollow Knight because they ran out of Kickstarter money. This is never releasing.
They'll eventually run out
Yeah.
of Hollow Knight money.
No.
Not as long as people keep buying it.
Fine. If it ever releases, I think it will be full of features.
Full of what?
Feature creep. It will be so
Heavy.
bloated.
Mhm.
Mm.
Yeah, it's either
Because
gonna
they
be
just
a Breath of the Wild thing, or it's gonna be the bad scenario of like there's too
there was
much in
nobody
this
to tell
game.
them to stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it also could just be a Breath of the Wild thing where it took. I mean, like, even this is kind of pushing it, but in terms of Silksong, I mean, but like with Breath of the Wild, it took so much longer because they just like the scope of the game blew up to what it was now, which is totally
Oh yeah.
attainable.
Yeah,
True. This game was announced in 2019 on the trailer, but it was announced before then because they had to do. It was a Kickstarter goal, except you were only just supposed to play her, and then it ballooned so much into a game, and now that trailer's when it was the game was announced.
Well, hopefully it's the good ending, and Hollow Knight Silksong is Game of the Year indie game.
That dude, that would be peak.
do we know? I would say, do we know if Hollow Knight Silksong has a release date yet? Because as far as I
No,
last checked, it still
no, it
No.
does
doesn't.
not.
So
Its
yeah,
Just
release
real and
date at
progressing.
one point in time was June 12th, 2020.
I was about to say it still didn't have. Last time I checked, it still didn't have a.
Okay, I guess it could not. Guess there's the option. It's not feature creep. It's just it's three guys and they all got rich off, so they work when they want
Mm.
Uh, we didn't have resources. Quote, former PlayStation boss explains why Vita struggled and what could be next.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
everybody wants to
No.
blame it on somebody else when a project fails. And
I think
I
it's too
assume
early for
that
us to know.
boss is probably in a position of I think it could have done better if they let us did what we originally had planned to do,
Mm-hmm.
but they didn't give us the resources to do it. So the Vita was like reduced or something. I don't know. And maybe that's the reason the Vita struggled. Maybe it's not. Like, there's a million reasons why a
Yeah.
console can struggle, but everybody wants to blame somebody else. All of that's just
Yeah.
always how it
Well,
goes.
look, it's so easy to protect your job if you go, no, it wasn't me, it was finance.
Yeah.
I think the proprietary memory card uh, hurt them badly, and just the cost of the console, right? It was there.
Yeah, it
Like
was
the initial,
expensive, and they
like the
tried to
one
like
you want
pawn off
was the
a
original
cell
version
phone
because it
connection
has
with
all the
it.
Yeah.
features,
It's
Am I
kind of
cor-
like trying to determine
but the
what
cool
actually
features kind of made
caused.
it too expensive.
Mhm.
It's like trying to determine what caused the Wii U to fail, right? There's a lot of things you can point at, but like actually narrowing it down is not that
Yeah, like the
easy.
Vita struggled because it was a video game console pitched with a cell phone service for some fucking reason.
Mhm.
Oh
And
yeah,
Yeah.
forget about
like for people that were willing to pay a premium for, premium portable gaming because it was like, pretty good graphically and stuff. Um that's what they tried to
Right.
market it as, but at that time, portable gaming meant something totally different than what it does now. And premium handheld gaming didn't really exist. So like, I don't know. Maybe in the way the Vita is a predecessor to like PC handhelds and stuff. But it was all Sonyified and I don't know, before its time.
Right.
I think the Vita would have done really well like a few years later when people really started wanting like high quality games, you know?
Yeah, and really by that
Vita
point,
has a
like if the Vita released a few years later, you might as well just say that the Switch could have released a few years earlier. Like
Mm-hmm.
you're
Same
decreasing in
difference.
power one way and increasing the other way, but whatever you could do in like 2013, 2014,
Is not the same.
I don't know, or like 2015,
Yeah.
Yeah, completely different
but
time frames.
Vita actually has a lot of great games. They've just been ported off. And
yeah, also like Japan got way
Well,
nicer
yeah, but the
treatment than
fact
we
that they
did.
got ported off doesn't. I mean, it makes people not really want to play it on the Vita anymore because they can play it on a better thing.
Uh,
Much like the Wii U.
Also, I
Right.
think people that are really into Japanese stuff didn't have the kind of access to buying things from Japan that we do now.
Oh,
That's
for
fair
sure.
too.
So,
That's definitely.
like,
Stuff like Bai and whatnot.
yeah.
Yeah.
True that. Yeah.
But in Japan, it did well because they actually gave a shit over there. Anyway, RuneScape payment tiers proposal charges for you for ads, support, and security. I've been waiting to talk about this. So, I mentioned I canceled my OSRS subscription.
Yes.
And I would have done that anyway, but now I don't know if I'm going to go back this time because they tried to push a BS payment structure change to where you're going to be, if you're going to pay the amount you pay now, which is $14 a month, $13.99 plus tax
Mm-hmm.
a month. They're going to change it to where if you paid that, or maybe it was like 15 a month, you get one character and you literally get fucking ads in the game.
What?
That's
Um,
kind of dumb as hell.
or you could not get ads, but you'd have to only play on mobile.
Also
Wait,
dumb
how
as
does
hell.
that help?
I don't know. I don't know. There was also
What?
there's also like a third one that was like, oh, it's only OSRS, like you can't do normal RuneScape or something. I don't know.
Do they
It's three
know
You're,
bullshit
you're
that?
ones.
telling me
Or I'm not done. Or you could
Okay.
pay like 30 or $35 a month, and get I think it was like 16 characters maybe.
I don't need this many characters.
Or 64 characters or something, and like enhanced customer support.
Why do I need this many characters?
Well,
Yeah, what is 16 characters gonna do for you though?
see, that's the thing. So like World of Warcraft, for example, which is a good, analogous game.
Right.
You can do either 64 or 256 characters. I think just a 64, but for one like regular payment, it's $15 a month. You can do 64 characters if you want. And that's not really like that crazy of a feature cuz like who the fuck's making 64 accounts?
Why
The
are
point
you
is
making
the point is
64
you can make
accounts?
multiple. You can do more than one. If you want to do 2 or 3, I don't know. And like RuneScape you might want to do multiple because you might have an account that's doing an Iron Man run, which is like
Yeah.
it's basically like
Or like a
Nuzlocke,
Team
but
Iron Man or something.
yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
I saw those when I was going through.
but the only way to get that would be to pay fucking $30 a month, $35 a month, something like
And
that.
that's kind of ridiculous. Yeah.
kind
Yeah,
of.
and
Okay,
I found out about it
just is
because
ridiculous.
the RuneScape OSRS subreddit was blowing up with people posting screenshots of their membership cancellations. And I was like, what the
Ooh.
hell's going on? And they're all like, yeah, like sending my message, I guess, blah, 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 this, that. I went and looked it up, like, oh my god, what the hell? Absolutely not. So I went and canceled mine. I didn't post it, but um, yeah. So they've
That's
backtracked
ridiculous,
since
man.
then, and they're trying to play it all cool. This is like when Microsoft tried to push price increases once, like 5 years ago, and they fought back, and then they tried again later. Now they're in that stage of like trying to play nice, like they're not going to increase the prices. We heard you,
it
we
was just a
hear
joke,
you, blah
guys.
blah blah. Yeah, so
We didn't mean
um,
to send this out.
We
everybody's
didn't mean for
canceling their
you to learn about
subscriptions, and
this.
they're like, I'm probably not going back. And I'm also
Look.
like, you know what? I might stop here too. If like
Yeah.
if it's
That's where
basically
they're actually going.
guaranteed now that within the next 2 years it is going to change to some BS like that, I'm so out. And if I'm gonna be out then, why am I just not out now?
Right.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. There's no point to like 30. I mean, well, okay. You said even the one with ads is like 17, right, or 16,
15.
15.
17
Even
probably after tax, yeah.
I was like $15 a month, and you also have to deal with ads, is ridiculous on its own.
Yeah.
But then you can pay 30.
Also,
Okay, but using more
enhanced
characters than you'd ever
customer
requires you
support
play-
is not a selling point for the high tier.
No,
that is
I
BS,
would say
dude.
you should just have good customer service or good customer support and leave it at that. Like you shouldn't give
Yeah, everybody
people
gets good
that pay
customer.
you
That's how you're
more.
supposed to do it. What are you doing here?
Yeah,
No.
yeah, you shouldn't give people that pay you more better customer service. That's not how customer service industry works.
You want to tell that to Progressive?
Well, you know what? Progressive is insurance.
Yeah,
They're trying to
everybody
get to
does,
make
and they
everyone
don't
hate
care.
them.
Yeah.
Progressive isn't as an
They're
insurance
well
company,
aware
it's
of
their
what they're
job to
doing.
have everyone hate them, bro.
That's
Flow
so
is a
true.
psyop.
Indeed.
Flow is a psyop.
So yeah, Jagex is bad, and
But
they
we knew
continue
that.
to be worse all the time.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
thanks Jagex for ruining the game I've always liked so much. Appreciate it, big dog. Really cool, really cool. I need to
Very
check out that
cash
game
money
that
bro.
the guy that made RuneScape is making a new game. I need to look back into that and see if he's got
Yeah, we still
anything
haven't heard
now.
anything about that.
Yeah. Marvel Rivals devs promise a new hero every month and a half.
That's
Okay.
crazy.
Dude, I hope that Thing and Johnny Storm are the next ones to come because I really need Human Torch and Thing would be super cool.
Well, they're on the title screen, so I'm pretty sure they're coming in
That's
the
what I'm
next.
saying. Like they've got to be the
other
next
half
one
of
since
this
they're
season.
already on the title screen. But you never know. I mean, just because they're on the title
It's
screen doesn't
actually
mean they're automatically gonna be
what's
next
one
in
of the
line.
rumored characters. Hold on. It's actually gonna be Ultron. I don't know. That's one of
That'd
the
be
rumored.
funny. That is
Who's the
funny.
character you play a lot, Alex? Who you play a lot?
Cloak and Dagger.
Nice. I play Magneto and Cooper plays Punisher.
True.
Yeah, no, Cooper plays.
Didn't ask. Didn't ask. Didn't
Okay, fair.
ask.
You know what?
All right.
You know what?
I didn't ask about RuneScape.
Bing,
actually.
bang,
Yeah,
boom.
yeah, you know what? I didn't ask about RuneScape, even though it's actually extremely interesting, and I do want to talk about it.
know those
I
actually
did.
suck.
I didn't ask that. I didn't ask.
I was like, even if it's extremely interesting, and I want to talk about it more after the podcast. I actually didn't ask, so
I didn't ask that. You didn't ask that. I didn't
I'm gonna be
All
sick.
right, let's move on.
ask.
we just need to stop this cycle here.
Fire Emblem Heroes Choose Your Legends Round 9. Fast Faye makes a return?
So
Just a
true.
little bit.
Just for
Fastway comes
them-
back.
just for Choose Your Legends announcement, where
Mm.
the community gets to vote what heroes gets new art.
Hopefully Azura
a
wins this
broken-
hero.
She's not gonna win.
He's not.
She probably won't
So
win.
sorry,
but-
Cooper.
And it's gonna be probably a engaged sweep, but
I'm still voting a Peacekeeper.
No,
I
it
don't
will
care.
still be 3 houses. It will always
You
be 3
think?
houses. Yeah,
didn't he
there will
bring
be a
those from
3
last year?
houses. Yeah,
Actually, I have some pretty cool news about Night Rain. They finally released a gameplay
yeah.
trailer.
Did anybody win year 7? No, year 7 didn't have any 3 houses.
No one cares. That's great.
It had-
I don't
I'm the only
remember
person that
what
cares.
it's
night-
fast Faye.
What
it's
is
fast
Night
Faye,
Rain?
Kyle.
What did you say, Coop?
I was saying it's fast Faye, not
It's-
whatever you were talking about.
Fast from Saw.
Cooper, you're right.
Oh.
But last year there was Felix and Bernadetta.
And Bernadetta, yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I don't think so. But yeah, last year, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Well, I guess we'll see. It's not like any new game. I guess engage, but like yes and no. People are saying like one of the heroes OCs is gonna win, so I don't know.
Sharena.
No, the deer guy.
Oh yeah, the deer guy.
I don't know. I don't know. I've been really out of Faye, so
Alright.
Lastly, Super Mario Kart is now available on Nintendo Music.
Let's
Yeah, let's go.
SNES music
the
is
stuff
the
still-
best music.
true. I'm still gonna complain about being spoon fed though. I don't know why they're doing.
Yeah, lame. You guys should try cleaning while listening to SNES music. It is a great motivator.
That would go hard.
That would go hard.
It works.
Dude, I listen to like F-Zero.
Super Mario Kart would probably work pretty good for that. Old but still interesting tidbit of the week. Today I learned more time has passed since the remake of Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time on the 3DS to today than the time between its original launch on the N64 and the 3DS remake.
Oof,
Oof.
that makes us old.
I don't want
Old.
to think about that.
That makes us old.
I've played
Yeah.
both of those.
I
and
found
really
that
don't
out
wanna think about
recently.
that.
And everybody else has to be uncomfortable with that.
Cooper shat on me because it was Fast Faye and not what I was supposed to bring up at the time. But
Yeah, my fault. I was just hating. You got it.
Elden Ring Night Rain got a gameplay trailer already. We're moving closer and closer towards the launch, which we're hoping is going to be second quarter 2025 for Elden Ring Night Rain. And
Right.
gameplay trailer looks very promising. It looks very entertaining so far. So I'm very hyped.
Don't care. Elden Ring trash.
Yeah, and then
Okay, bro, that's
talk before you
crazy.
eat, bro. What the hell you doing?
It's not like I was. You couldn't tell the difference in my tone of voice.
Yes, good.
I ate one single kernel of popcorn.
Bro, you ate 4. You got your camera on, son.
Okay, but I'm still
Alright.
saying it's one at a time. I swallowed and then ate another one.
Let's move on.
Yeah, you're hating anyway.
On to the rumors. Fortnite cross King of the Hill, maybe?
That'd
That's
be hilarious.
that's hilarious.
Oh
that'd be
my
so
God.
Fire.
No way
Bobby
it's gonna get
Hill.
me. I was like, no way it's gonna get me to go back to Fortnite, but it would be funny.
It would be hilarious.
Hey, yo, man, what am I hit this gritty, man?
Kill brings in the propane.
Do I look like I know what a JPEG is? I just want a picture of a goddamn hot dog.
They gotta make
Love
him the
that.
buff Hank from the episode where he's playing a game that was based on him.
True.
Oh yeah.
Come on, man, I'll crank this 90, man. Dude, that'd be so funny. I need to see if there's some AI of Boomhauer in Fortnite. Gaming Analytics claims GTA 6 will be $100.
Yeah.
This is
that
some
too.
random guy claiming it. I don't think it would sell. I know it's GTA 6, but I actually think it would hurt them.
Yeah,
think it would
$100
sell,
is
but not near as well as
crazy.
it could.
$100
He was
is
like-
crazy.
Look,
I think
He
there
said
will be
something-
a
he said something
collector's
like-
edition.
He
If-
said something like GTA 6 is gonna set the forefront for the rest of the gaming industry to have games starting at $100
look,
to
if
offset the cost of recent games. I was like, bro,
look, if
It
triple
took
A,
them 20 years to move to 70.
yeah,
But also, could you imagine telling the Madden and Call of Duty guys, hey, you're now gonna pay $100
they would
for
still
the
pay
same
it, bro.
game?
A lot of
They
them
would
already
they would
do
still
pay it, bro. A lot of the
I was
special
gonna
editions
say-
already like $100,
That's so depressing.
$130 maybe.
Okay.
True.
Look, if gaming starts move, like I really doubt it will. I don't see it doing this. But if it were to move to 100, like triple A being $100,
Just wait for sale longer. I'll just
I'll-
play what I know.
no, because it'll
True.
go on sale to only $60. So it's just the average price or normal price anyway. I'm just gonna find new hobbies, bro,
No,
or
they'll
just go
drop
into
more.
indie gaming.
I've got 80 years of gaming in here.
Yeah.
I have not
That's
played
what I'm
most of
saying.
this stuff.
My backlog
backlog's
is
crazy.
so fucking
Yeah.
bad. So like,
And also, I'll play Stardew Valley till I fucking die.
I just don't think they can
Okay.
jump it, especially when
I
most
think all
people are
5
still
of us have
hurting.
games that we can always go back to no matter what.
dude,
True.
I will.
But yeah, the backlash from 70 I thought was pretty major.
Yeah, people didn't like that Zelda was 70, and I
I thought
arguably
it was
Zelda.
80.
No, Zelda was only 70.
It was only
Oh.
70, yeah.
Like Zelda's one of those games where it has too much
You
content.
could
arguably,
you could argue,
but like
yeah.
it makes sense. Like if they're gonna charge 70, I want this much content.
Now, should a Kirby game be $70?
No.
Hell no. And I
Hell
love the
no.
Kirby series, but hell no, that does not offer. Even the newest game, I forgot what it's called. Forgotten
Forgotten
Land.
Land.
I love Forgotten Land. It was a really fun game.
I mean, hell,
It does
dude,
not
is
have near
Donkey
enough
Kong
content.
70? Or is that 60?
Nah,
Big
Donkey Kong
deal.
60.
60.
I think it was
Still,
60.
even then, that's a
Even then,
Wii
that's
game,
not-
dude. That's a
yeah, literally.
Wii game.
Donkey
It
Kong
doesn't offer
Country
enough
is still
content.
$60. Yeah. You talking about the Frozen Over one or the
Frozen Tropical Freeze
Tropical
is
Freeze.
from
Tropical
the
Freeze?
Wii
Yeah,
U.
that's
That was
it.
one of the first games ported from the Wii U. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
but I'm saying even that is also $60.
I'm not
Mhm.
saying necessarily that a game has to be like $1 an hour or whatever, right? I'm not looking for like a 60-hour game necessarily, but like it's also gotta have like good enough content for it to be like, I don't know, worth the worthwhile price. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
it's
No,
not
it's
good.
wild. Very expensive hobby.
Hey, but even
and-
if GTA 6 is $100,
That does not mean that
I
your shitty ass
unfortunately-
AI game is worth 100.
well,
You
that too,
know?
but that's not what I was gonna say. I was gonna say, just because it's $100, I still know people that are gonna buy it.
Yep.
oh,
But,
absolutely.
but
I
it's gonna turn
know.
it's gonna turn most of the people that are looking forward to it off if it's
Yeah.
Oh,
$100.
absolutely.
Yeah.
There'll be so
I
much
think
backlash. if
99% of the
that's
people
case.
that are looking forward to it are not gonna pay for it if it's damn $100 because that's ridiculous.
No, that's actually insane.
I think at that price, like PC will already pirate. I
Dude.
think they'll pirate more. I
Controllers.
know
literally.
it isn't coming out at launch on PC. It will come out at launch on consoles
Oh yeah.
because
You don't
that's
think
what
it
they
would?
did on G. They did
No.
that for GTA 5.
I think, but okay, but GTA 6 has been such a big thing, and it's been such a like a
It's
talked
been a
about
very long
game.
time though.
I think it's gonna come out across all.
I don't think
Ha-
so. They can double dip on people.
That's true.
I mean,
But like,
maybe,
5,
but
I mean, that's a
I
hard
also
argument
think
because
it's
GTA 5 has been through several.
I think it's very likely that it ends up coming out all at once on every console. Obviously not Switch because Switch is a potato, but
No. No, it could come out on the Wii. The Wii is bulky, bro. They got it.
Coming
Uh,
2025 to PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series, not PC.
Interesting.
That's what it says in the trailer. That's what it says on the website.
PlayStation Germany for some reason
maybe.
tweeted,
I don't know.
"We say Bloodborne, you say question mark."
I was
Never gonna
crying.
happen.
No remake.
Got him.
You say kill myself.
Literally. Bro, I sent that meme earlier and nobody laughed. I'm sad. I thought it was
'Cause we were-
hysterical because
You're not-
I
yeah,
know
you're-
a game that's never gonna be remade.
Yeah.
You're just not that funny, bro.
I am funny. I'm
You
hilarious.
also, well,
In
you
fact,
also sent him what we were
hysterical.
asking you. You would show
Actually,
up
you're
tonight.
Kyle.
That's
I was
that's
at
what.
work, bro. Stop hating. I was at work.
Well,
Never.
put the burger in the bag.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, put the fries in the bag, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
New My Sims games potentially leaked on the EA app, so those are probably coming to PC.
Already?
That's exciting.
Grant
Ooh.
will play them.
I'll buy them a second time. I don't give a shit.
No, new ones.
Oh,
what do you mean by
new
new?
My Sims games.
Yeah. They're
Like,
pulling them
not the
from
cozy bundle.
the EA store.
Yeah, yeah.
So there's new one.
I will play them when they become shovelware.
I can't play them at launch. They're new. They gotta be.
No, I've got to wait till they're garbage, and then I'll
You
play
gotta
it.
wait.
Yep.
You
I
gotta wait
gotta-
till they're shovelware prices, dude.
Yeah, $5.
They're
I'll pay
alre-
$5.
They're already shovelware. You gotta wait till they're shovelware price. Which, based on how fast Cozy Bundle has been dropping, it's gonna be long.
This is not a rumor. This I put in the wrong.
Well, too bad. It's a rumor now because we said so.
I
It's a
know.
rumor.
Marvel Snap is now banned in the U.S. A bizarre link to the TikTok shutdown.
Was
And
that
it-
reversed?
yeah, it was already reversed.
Yeah, it
It
was
was
like
down for
reversed
all
within
of,
a
like-
few hours.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it was what, like 19 hours? I think very short.
like people were able to just like go to bed, and the
And it
time that it
came back.
was
Technically,
Oh.
it's happened. Technically, it happened under Biden's presidency, so he technically fixed it,
amazing.
Bro.
which is kind of funny.
Oh,
From Bloomberg, Sony cancels 2 more PlayStation projects, including God of War game developed by Bluepoint. It's going to be 20th anniversary God of War. From
No,
Bluepoint, it was
cancel.
yeah, it was Bluepoint is a studio famous for remakes, and it was going to be a live service title. Thank God, then it was a
Yeah,
live
Sony
service,
do
and it
like-
got
oh,
canceled. Perfect.
Our studio
Another
that
Battle
made the
Pass.
Demon Souls remake
Je-
and are known for making top-tiered remakes. Let's make them do a live service.
Jeff Grubb says he was told Sony's latest cancellations of live service games is because of Concord. Plays right into that.
We're dying to good.
Yeah.
They
Thank
should
God.
make it Concord too. I think it would do good this time.
What do you mean, Cooper? They
No,
kinda
no, no.
did
Let's just
in
skip
the
straight to
Secret-
Concord 3.
Cooper in Secret
oh
Level.
yeah, and then in a
They
couple
did
years,
a Concord episode, but none of the characters from the game are in the episode. It is new characters. It was supposed to be an advertisement for a
For
next
Concord
wave.
2? That's so wild.
No, for whatever their next.
oh,
season
the
will
next like
be
battle
around
pass.
then.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Insider claims Lucasfilm is working on Cal Kestis' live-action debut.
Cool.
Interesting.
SCU.
Uh,
Oh, that's cool.
PH Brazil. PH.
Yeah. I don't know.
Some
Brazil's their username.
he says that Switch will get one final quote big Nintendo game from a beloved but quote somewhat niche franchise. Also quote not a remaster.
What do we think it will be? Probably not Prime
Five.
4.
Metroid
Probably
Prime
It's-
4.
Pikmin. You think it Prime 4? I think he just say it.
I
Pikmin
think
4, I guess, but
I think
Probably not.
Pikmin 4
it's
already exists, so it's
Yeah.
Pikmin
Dude,
5,
hey
boys.
Okay,
Hey
Pikmin
Pikmin,
5,
please.
but
Hey
I
Pikmin
doubt
No,
it.
Hey Pikmin's a remake.
Yeah, that'd be a remake, and
um
it says no remake.
I would
Oh,
What
no.
hasn't?
I would say Metroid Prime
Nick?
4 only because they said it would come out on Switch.
Wow,
That is true.
I also think that
I think it'll
Legends
also be a launch
Pokemon
title for
Legends
Switch
ZA.
too.
But if it's not, what do you think
Well,
else? it could be?
ZA's also supposed to come out on Switch, so
Yeah.
that's not a.
No, but this is for what
That's
it
a
was supposed
Nintendo.
to
That's
be,
not a
the
Nintendo
last
game. That's a Pokemon Company game. That's not.
Okay, but
Yeah, it's different.
Nintendo owns
What was
part of
the-
Pokemon Company, so I still feel
Yeah,
like
but
it might.
still,
Also, Pokemon is
What
not
is-
somewhat niche.
no, that
That's
is
true.
not somewhat niche.
Hold on, before we move on, let me check what gaming leaks and rumors thought it would be.
I think Kirby Tilt and Tumble 2. They're making a sequel. Hear me out.
Completely fucking meaningless, but a
Everybody-
chance for people to shout at each other whatever they like.
True.
Golden Sun, probably not.
Probably not.
Kid Icarus, yeah, I could see it.
That is pretty niche.
I don't
actually.
think it would be a Kid Icarus.
I don't see it
Yeah,
being
when
Kid
was the
Icarus,
last
but that
time
would
we
be
got a
This
amazing.
Kid
feels
Icarus
like
game?
Dude, 3DS.
this feels
Yeah,
like the
so-
rumored FE4 remake, but it's not a remake. Yeah.
FE4 would go crazy. Dude, I would kill.
But that'd be a remake.
That would be a
the
remake,
thing.
unfortunately.
Okay, I guess it'd be.
I
more
want an
like
HT
remaster,
2D
but
Fire Emblem game, bro.
we're
For
not
like
getting
FE4.
that.
I'm so sad.
Well, Fire Emblem remakes. Fire Emblem seems to be the big.
Okay, but not
Thought.
a remake.
I also don't
Oh.
really feel like that's very niche.
No.
It's probably gonna be Metroid
Niche.
6.
You could argue it's niche in
Mercury
America,
Steam
but
apparently
even
went
then,
to work on the next 2D after Dread. Maybe. I could see it.
Mm.
Advanced Wars, probably not. They're probably fucking scared to touch it. After the fact they kept having to delay the remakes.
I still
Oh,
need to get my
yeah.
hands on that before it's completely gone.
same.
Steve, codename Steve 2.
Uh-huh.
Dude.
Knack 3, baby.
Let's go.
Silk Song. Tomodachi Life.
Tomodachi Life would be crazy. But that's not. Is that niche? I guess so.
Kinda it.
Dude, Tomodachi Life would go crazy.
A lot of
they
people.
should not.
A lot of people. Think
Also,
it's
if
Fire Emblem.
Tomodachi Life is a big Nintendo game,
That's crazy.
yeah, that's kind
A
of weak.
lot of people think it would be the Fire Emblem remake we've known about for years.
Hmm.
Would a fire? Won't like how confusing.
I'm gonna
remake
say
remasters
Metroid
are
because
really-
they said it would come out on Switch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
but
think
that
fire-
doesn't really feel like a surprise, does it?
No, but Metroid is somewhat niche,
Yeah.
True.
but it is
More
very
niche
loved
than
too.
anything- I'll say more
I-
niche than anything else we've seen. or
I
talked
think it
about.
will be Metroid. I just think what they're hinting at is not Metroid. Otherwise, they would just say it.
Hmm.
Dude, it's gonna be Lego Battles 2.
That's
That
not
would
Nintendo
be
series.
real.
Not a
Let's
Nintendo
go.
series.
Let's go.
No, that's the DS one that just got. I
So?
think the auction just ended.
Who cares? Lego Battle's goaded, bruh.
Lego Battles is goaded.
Also from the same person, Switch 2 is powerful enough that every third party is considering supporting it with their most ambitious AAA titles.
That's
Well,
wild.
good.
I'll
It-
believe that
It
when I
better
see
be.
it,
It is
but-
unlike Nintendo to put super powerful hardware in their stuff. So I'm hesitant, but I would love. I mean, I would love it. Like, don't get me
Oh,
wrong.
it's rumors.
If they do it, I will praise.
That'd
But
be
I'll-
awesome. But
that's one of those I will believe it when, I see it.
when I hear third party, I'm thinking like big games, or well, games that could be, what's the word? Better optimized and they're just big because they're poorly optimized, like GTA. Oh well, not GTA, but
I saw some rumors
any,
that said that it had
of the
like
sports
30
games.
series chips on it. Like it's not a 3090. Don't get me wrong, but
Oh
it's
no.
like a mobile series 30 series GPU is on it supposedly. And if that's the case, then yeah, you could do pretty good stuff with that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but how much is that gonna be?
I was gonna say, how much would that be though? That's gonna be
I
I mean,
mean,
cheaper
very
than it would
given
have
expensive
been
console.
when they were developing it, but still.
Would you spend the same price on a Switch too as you would a PlayStation?
I would not.
If it can run as powerfully, I guess, but
oh, it's definitely
it's
not going
gonna
to
be
run
either
as
way.
powerfully. It's like it would be like a mobile version of the chip. Like it's going to be a lighter weight chip. It's not
Oh,
like the same as the like a desktop graphics card 30
okay.
series.
Okay.
It'd be like the same one they'd put in like a laptop or something like that, but probably even smaller, like more lightweight.
Even small.
Because you want decent battery life. But yeah,
I do like
I would
decent
love to
battery
see it's powerful enough to put like even new games on it. You'd hope so. I mean, if it's coming out this year,
I
it's
would-
gonna have to be powerful enough to run
I really,
basically
yeah.
new
Yeah, they
games.
can't.
Can the further off we can push off like cloud streaming as well, that would be peak. I'd really doubt it because I know there's a lot of companies that just don't care, but that would be kind of nice to not
So yeah.
have to stream.
Um, and finishing topic for the night: what makes a game age well, and what makes a game age poorly?
I would.
Mechanics.
Well, I think graphics has a lot to do with that.
I would
Yeah,
actually.
graphics,
Yeah, I was gonna say I would. For
optimization.
once, graphics actually feels like the strongest answer. If your graphics cannot withstand the test of time,
I think it's art style versus graphics.
yeah,
would
but
also
I mean
agree with
those are
that, too.
kind of intertwined. I feel like those
Like
are connected. Like Wind Waker, right? Like even with the GameCube, that game still looks phenomenal.
great, yeah.
But then, you know, any game that was trying to do realistic
In
back
64.
then.
In
I
64
think,
games.
in my opinion, it's controls and UI especially.
Yeah, I was gonna say controls. Having anything that's like super unique while cool also makes it a bitch to go back to because you have to learn a very specific control thing, and like once you forget it, you have to relearn all over again.
Yeah.
Yeah, UI is a good one. And also I think a lot of games just straight up
Right.
on the DS and 3DS age poorly solely because it is it sucks to play them on anything that's not the device itself,
Well,
which
two
by de
look at-
facto I think makes it
the
age
two
poorly
screens
because it
on a-
becomes harder and harder to play it.
Yeah, the two screens on the DS was both its biggest selling point and its biggest deficiency.
Yeah.
Look at PS1 games is a big thing. So what people think of is very standardized. That the left stick moves you is your camera or aims or what. But then on the PS1 controller, you would have L and R1 would move the camera, and L2 would recenter the camera in a lot of games. So what people think of fondly for the PS are the games that had the control stick with the camera, not the ones that use uh, the back
D-pad.
buttons for cameras.
Yeah, I mean, basically
Yeah.
that's why all the games that came out between 1995 and 2001 were basically aged poorly because their controls are antiquated. Like we hadn't fully figured out the standard way to control a game in 3 dimensions. So everybody
Okay,
took
we're
their
talking
stab
about
at it.
we're talking about 3D. I was like, Final Fantasy VII came out in '90.
Yeah, no, 2D. Well, yeah, 2D's
2D
fine, but like
It's
those
3D
controls
in a
were never
way,
bad. 2D controls were never really bad. Like we kind of figured that
Yeah.
out
And
pretty
they
quick.
can
I'd say
be,
it
But
was like right, left, up, down.
yeah, but
but
3D
very
was a whole
simple.
thing.
mean,
Like
even
3D like 64.
even
you know,
until the PS2,
Yeah.
right? Like,
it's an old talking
uh,
point, but the N64 controller looks stupid for a reason, which is we didn't know what the hell 3D gaming
How
was
to
gonna
place
be
it, but
like.
at least
Yeah, like
And that's
I
why
I
kind of
can't
knew.
N64
optimize
games
something.
age so poorly. Not only they look like piss, but now trying to play an N64 game on anything that's not an N64
an
controller
N64 controller.
sucks. It
It's so
sucks.
awkward.
Also, one of those
Yeah.
things is like, how do you optimize something that
Is you're
was
at the
brand
cusp
new? Yeah,
of
it was like brand new, and you had no idea how
you're
it would be received
I
when
think
you.
cutting edge technology, 30 years ago.
I think
Well, yeah.
Nintendo's done a good job on NSO.
Yeah, like it's fine, but I can come up with a couple different controller maps for N64 that are fine.
Hmm.
But playing an N64 game with an N64 controller is
Is
It's
way,
the
way
yeah,
better
true.
and way, way
is
different
the
than playing.
only way to do it.
Having to think about your hotkeys to access the camera buttons that you need, and you can't access all of the buttons at the same time. You essentially need a joystick with a button on it and a Sega 6-button controller on the same controller.
Yeah, that's
It's just weird. So like it
I
ages
think
Yeah.
it I don't know. And then once we figured it out, like 2001 onward, we
it
kind of
was
started figuring out. Okay, everybody has two sticks now all the time.
but then there were still games that still used like the shoulder buttons to control the camera. I want to say the original Kingdom Hearts, like on PS2, did that. I might have also let you use stick, but like it.
I mean, yeah,
Both
there were some
some games
laggers.
did both.
Like I mean, the original Resident Evil 4 still didn't control great, but it's not
That's why
so
the Wii's
horrendous.
the Wii is the most loved version.
Yeah, but like
Before-
it didn't age so poorly that you can't go back and play it today. It's different than like unless you grew up with GoldenEye, like that era shooter. Oh, that is so bad. Unless you grew up with it. But Resident Evil 4, like we could go back and play that reasonably and not hate it. It might take a minute to adjust,
Get
but
used to it. But yeah.
it's basically what we have now. It's just it's slightly antiquated. It's got a couple things.
Mm-hmm.
It's mm, it's kind of okay. Kind of turning the question on its head. What games now do you see aging well versus aging poorly? Right?
Well, I've got.
Yeah.
Don't
I
I
will
have
say.
aging well as a future one? I don't
Do
remember
you?
what I wrote
Do you?
today.
I mean, I won't steal that if you already have it. I guess.
Uh,
I
Holy
think games
shit!
that
How
have
many
a lot
do
of
you have?
replayability also age
I wrote
really
a
well.
bunch of new questions. I
Yeah,
don't think I
replayability
wrote
Yeah, I
goes
that.
think
a long way.
I think
I didn't. I
so.
wrote
The games
what
that you
I
feel
wrote.
like you can play again and get like
A different experience.
not obviously the same experience, but a similar experience that differs
I mean,
slightly each time you play it.
I
I mean,
think Kyle's
sometimes you
gonna
want.
That
get
can make a
mad
game last for a
for
very
your.
long time. That's part of what makes Bloodborne and From Software games in general, like Dark Souls, 1, 2, 3, Elden Ring, all
Here we
those
go.
games,
Cookies and
the,
Oh
cream.
god.
they're the same every time you play them. Like they're the exact same story that you fight the exact same bosses, but you can
See,
play with
I
different
was
weapons,
actually
which
gonna
makes it
say
automatically
FromSoft
different
games are gonna
experiences.
age badly like Assassin's
No,
Creed games because they're just gonna build on the iterations, which will cause
no.
the older ones.
Dude, From Software games are beloved because they are so easily replayable. I mean,
I will.
there's a reason I've played the same game like 9 times in 1 year.
That's called an
But
addiction, my
that's the
dude.
I think
most
that's
recent
dedication.
one.
Yeah.
Okay, but I played. Oh, well, actually, I didn't play Bloodborne at all last year, except for one time. I got the chance to play it before Brendan took the PS4, and then he got rid of the PS4, so now I can't play Bloodborne anymore. But I did have it.
Oh, I
Oh,
get.
I
This
got
is a good
something.
answer to my question, though. Real quick, inventory management has become stellar in the last few years.
Yes.
True. I mean,
Mm,
I will say
what
though,
do you
like
mean by
For,
that? Like, you're
some
talking about
games
like
don't use it.
inventory management in terms of like
I
inventory
hate Skyrim
organization?
because of its inventory.
Are you talking about inventory organization, or are you talking about
Like the
like
UI to access your inventory and your menus and stuff.
I
Oh,
would
okay,
argue
yeah,
like
yeah,
Like the layout.
um, what game is that?
I got that. Honestly, I don't feel like it's changed that much, though. Honestly,
Some I feel
Perfected
like
over
just
time.
organize it better than others, even in different time periods. Because
I mean, even still, I'll go back and play Skyrim here and there, and I don't think that Skyrim optimized their inventory poorly at all. Can you get out of that bag, please, cat?
but like
Thank you.
I mean, now I might just be nostalgia blind, but I think like Kirby Air Ride, even to this day, has one of the best UIs like ever because it's just it's simple and
Yeah,
it just
I
works.
count like a good
Oh,
menu
UIs
as like a
definitely work.
good creature comfort, and I was gonna say something that makes games age well is good creature comforts. The ability to save and the ability to save often, good
Oh
menus,
yeah,
good UI in general, like Alex was saying. Um, like
I mean, let's talk about one of the
guides that
longest lasting, most played games, which is Minecraft.
Has one of the worst
Has
inventories of
it
games.
has one of the most annoying inventories to navigate and keep clean out of any game I've ever played. It's so
That's so
obnoxious,
true.
that's fair.
and yet
Well,
people still like crawl over it. They drool over Minecraft.
it's not a requirement.
So
Also, Minecraft is ongoing.
that's
Mhm.
true.
yeah,
That's
Yeah.
true.
It
But I
it
just feel like
And
it's
helps.
one of those.
supposedly in this next update, they are adding more inventory slots,
that'd be good.
like the drop
Interesting.
they're
Well,
working on.
Based on the fact that they just keep
But we'll
adding
see.
blocks and they don't add inventory, that is something that they've desperately needed for a long while at this point.
mhm.
They added
However,
bundles and shulkers, which only
well, shulkers
slightly
are.
helped the problem,
I'll
but
say
didn't
shulkers
really
solve the
help.
problem a great deal, but they're also such a late game item that
True.
it's practically pointless.
I mean,
Yeah.
it kind of depends on how you define late game at this point, because it's you
I
know,
think
but
I think that like
Ender
after
Dragon
the
is
end of
credits, but then you
Yeah.
still have bosses you can fight, and arguably you're not really going to be prepped for them before you're ready to fight the Ender
No, you
Dragon.
could take every boss on before you fight them.
Wait, what were you
But then you
saying,
don't
Grant?
have Elytra or Shulkers.
true, but you don't
Why would you
technically
need
need
that for a Wither or Elder Guardians or Warden? You don't.
I don't know. I haven't faced a warden yet.
Yeah. Wait,
Woo, 10
what,
XP.
what were you saying, Grant?
Oh, I done totally lost it.
You're
Damn.
talking about UI and what makes a game
Yeah, I got nothing.
Dang.
Whoops.
visuals, controlled writing.
Oh, I remember now. Having a good like guide, like a way to access a sentence or two about what you were last doing,
Oh
what
That's
you're
yeah.
currently doing, a something that assists you in leaving the game
like
for
a
a long
quest
time
menu.
and then coming back, and then you can like Zelda has it with the fairy, and like Ocarina of Time it was annoying because it would ping you even when you didn't want it.
Yeah,
So not something
Navi
like
is
that,
fucking
but like
annoying,
having
bro.
one that you can just ask whenever you need and just be like,
Like a
"Hey,
quest
what
menu,
am I
you
doing
mean?
right now?" And they'll
Yeah.
tell you, and like
Okay,
you
okay.
Yeah,
can.
I
You know
do
what?
agree. That's a good. That's a
You
thing
know
that
what
a lot of
game?
games.
You know what game kind of did it best? Fire Red and Leaf Green.
I was gonna say they both
Yeah,
They
have
yeah. Every time you
recaps.
boot it up, it gives you like a
it gives
rundown
you
of the
like
last
the
three
last
things
like
you did.
5 major things you did or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
However many, right? Like that, where it's like, yeah, okay, if you're playing it consistently, over
That's
the
kind
span
of
of a couple
annoying,
weeks,
but
it could get annoying. But
when you take a long
when
break,
I mean, look, hell, and in the last year, you know, you and I, Grant, have both been like, oh, I had like 10 minutes in this game left. Like, if that had been an RPG, it would have been like, I don't know where the fuck I am.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like it's just so. And I know some games are trying to be like, oh, but you know, you can have this little. This is what you need to be doing, but like that's not the same. That doesn't tell me what I've done or where I am.
This is why I like
Yeah.
Mario RPGs, because they're very baby and very linear, so there's only so many places to go at one given time, and I don't have to
Oh,
think.
yeah.
I can just push forward.
Yeah.
I think this is a neutral answer. I'm reading
I think-
threads because I looked up what this question,
Yeah.
what thought, but I don't necessarily agree. Someone said the ability to skip cutscenes, but I think that's more of a way more modern thing.
Mm.
That's
Yeah,
definitely
I count that as a creature comfort.
Yeah,
I mean,
like
Yeah.
I
skipping
think it's
cutscenes is
neutral. I
definitely.
think if
I was say skipping cutscenes is definitely helpful, especially whenever it's a
when you're
boss
game
replaying.
you
that
keep
has a ton
losing,
of them. Yeah, especially when it's a game that has a ton of them, and it's a game that you've played several times already.
and I think that's something like if it comes out this year, it should have a game from
Mm.
20
Yeah.
years ago. Isn't I'm not going to dock it for not
Having
Having-
being able to skip its cutscene.
All right. Well, good discussion.
But yeah.
Yeah.
No, that was
Well,
good. Yeah.
actually, I have one more thing to add,
All right.
which I think historical relevance also plays a big deal, like a big thing in it. You know, like people probably 20, 30 years from now are probably still going to be talking about Super Mario 1 or like, the first Mario Bros because that was just such a huge step forward
Mhm.
in gaming. And they'll probably, still talk about Pong, still talk about Breakout, like some of those classic games, just because they were, revolutionary for the time.
True.
Just
Yeah.
the same as like any, PlayStation,
I don't
Xbox,
know.
PlayStation
I'd
2,
argue that doesn't
360,
really
any of
make it
those.
age well. I think that
Well, I'm
cuts
not
it
saying that
some.
it's going to be something that like
I'm saying
people
it.
play every day,
It
but I think
cuts
it's going to
them
be
some
something that,
slack. It cuts the games a little slack
yeah,
because it helps
Mhm.
people remember that this was a landmark in like 1991 or something. Like when they have a
right.
famous title, then people can take that into account. But it cuts them a little slack, but it doesn't necessarily make the game age well.
Mm.
That's true. But I still feel like certain games like that are the forefront of whatever
I mean, some are
genre
good. Don't get me wrong. Some are
or yeah.
also fucking really good
'Cause I think
standalone.
like
Like
Mario.
if you put yourself in the shoes of somebody like 10 years from now or so, and you're looking back and you're like, oh, uh, here was Breath of the Wild was the first true open world Zelda game. That's probably going to be a game that you either play a lot because it's nostalgia. Like there's certain people now that still play crap tons of Mario, as we see with the speedrunners that still play
Mario
ungodly
1.
amounts of hours and still try to get
Mhm.
crazy speedrun records on
yeah, I wish I could
Mario.
know a kid that like only has played Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. That's
Yeah,
only the Zelda he's played. That's it. And
yeah.
But
drop him
those.
straight into Majora's Mask
Mhm.
That would be so
and
funny.
watch him be like,
No,
"Ew, dude, this fucking sucks.
no
This is
durability.
horrible."
No.
Why is it so closed? Ew.
Yeah, like
There's
what am I
actually
doing? I
story
can't
elements that
see.
I
It's
have to pay
so
attention
dark.
to. Gross.
I'm getting like 20 FPS right now.
Where am I supposed to be going?
How do
It
I
doesn't tell
control a
you.
camera with only one stick?
Um, one
Uh,
last thing, though, for me, right? The lack of requiring online, like the
yeah,
last
I definitely think that's gonna
updates.
add a lot of replayability, which in turn I feel like
Because
Yeah.
like
adds to the longevity of a franchise whenever it has.
when it's not required to be online,
Right. Yeah.
like yeah, I mean Splatoon, all three Splatoon games are focused online, right?
Right.
But
Yeah.
though when it comes down to it, down the road, much like
They're not
Splatoon
gonna be.
one, those
Well,
servers aren't going
even
to exist anymore. people
Well,
are going to stop
online
playing.
games like live games, I don't think they age well or poorly. They just die. They don't
Yeah.
age. They die.
That's
If the
true.
play, yeah, if the play, I
Like
mean, like, because you think about Dota 2 has been around for
And
decades at this
the
point, and
only
it's
reason
still
it's still around is because it's
people still
not.
play it.
Well, I mean, yeah, but like, it's it's not a game that was tied to a console, right?
yeah, it's PC.
Well,
Yeah,
that too,
so
but
that helps a lot. If it's
I'm
not,
still saying like it's one of those games that's been around for so long, and it even inspired games like League of Legends,
Mhm.
Smite. Even to some extent, I get
Created a
that it's the
genre.
same. I would say I get that they're both Valve, but
It even
obviously
inspired
because
Dota 2,
I
if you
was
can
saying,
believe it.
but like even because they're both Valve games, Dota 2 also inspired Deadlock because it was kind of like Dota 2 was one of those predecessors to the MOBA field, the
Mhm.
MOBA genre. I feel like it's one of those games that's gonna stay around, even if, like a lot of people are gonna leave as more and more
I mean,
um,
those games uh
new games come
can
out.
last long enough to age, but that's kind of a different question. Like asking how a live service game has aged is really different than asking how like a standalone game has aged.
Mhm.
That's definitely fair. That's definitely fair. I
Yeah.
They're-
mean,
Grant's right. They are like, I mean, there's some regular games that they're like ET.
oh
Everyone
yeah,
would
for
be
sure.
fucking happy if that one had just died and you know disappeared forever, which it
Yeah.
almost did. Uh,
I
but like,
still believe firmly in my heart that ET is not the worst Atari game.
oh, it's
No,
definitely
it's
not.
just
It's
the
just the
most
most iconic.
iconic word.
Every game on the Atari is horrible.
True.
Real.
Every single one.
Isn't it like also got the worst version of Pac-Man ever released?
It's got the
Yeah,
worst version of
Probably.
everything, bro.
dude, it's got the worst
Atari
version of
sucks.
Pong.
Atari, oh my god, dude. Atari
Weren't they
is
making a new console?
worthless.
Aren't you excited for
But
that?
it was also
No,
so
The,
revolutionary, though.
No.
Yeah, it was,
it's
but
not
it
even.
was so
Well, it's not even.
prehistoric that playing it now, like
I think
it's
to this
almost it's hard
day,
to call it a video game.
yeah, I think
But
to this day the
that's what
only
I'm
game
saying.
that
Like it's one of those things that even people today, like you say Atari sucks, but there's certain
It
people I
does.
guarantee still play that shit.
Yeah, because
Like
they
I
grew up
think
with it.
they grew
yeah,
up with it,
yeah.
nostalgia blind, yeah. But I think to this day the only game that holds the test of time on the Atari is Pong,
Well,
No,
yeah,
Fair.
Pong.
that's what I'm
I
saying.
hate.
Like that's
and
one of the
that's
obviously that's one of the predecessors to gaming. Period.
yeah, exactly. And like
Pong's not
Pong's,
fun. It's
I
just
think I think
iconic.
Breakout
it's very
Breakout
iconic.
honestly also would fit into that category. I feel
Oh, is
like
Breakout on
Pong
Atari?
is fun in the way
I
that
don't know if
arcades
Breakout
are
was
fun.
Atari
You
or
walk up, you play for a minute, you go, "That was fun," and then you walk away.
See, I'd
Mm,
rather throw down on an arcade game.
I don't know. Was Breakout on the Atari or was that after?
It was on the
Yeah.
Atari.
Was it?
Yeah. So
So I
I
don't know
think
a lot about
Breakout
the
and
Atari.
Pong are like the two that come from the Atari that are like
Hold
probably
the
gonna
test
go
of
down
time.
for hold the
Yeah.
test of time for a long period.
No, for
Um,
sure.
and honestly, we did Breakout on Game of the Week, so we can't really say anything about it.
Oh, it was. I've never seen its color palette.
Yeah.
Nah, ET holds the test of time, guys.
yeah,
They
for
they
being
all
one of the
suck.
worst
They
games ever.
all are just garbage. All right, well, that's going to wrap the show up for us here. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed. Please share us with a friend. We post every Wednesday, 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, youtube.com/StormwindGames. Anywhere that you get your podcasts, you can find us. Add us on Twitter at AllNightGamers with a K. What do you think makes a game age well or poorly? Are you excited about the Switch 2 and Mario Kart and all that stuff? Let us know. And
What
we'll
do
be
you think
back.
of the new Donkey Kong design?
There you go. Let them know. And we'll be
Oh
back
yeah.
Yep.
next week, as always, for more gaming news talk and discussion. Thank you so much for listening. Have a good week. Bye bye.
Bye
Bye.
y'all.
Bye.
Bye.